Mingus Union High School. We've got a good one for you here tonight. The Bradshaw Bears from Prescott Valley coming to visit the Mingus Marauders. Jackie Bessler along with Kyle Benedict, and this game has so many different names.
Yeah, no, it really does. I mean, just you look at the stats, you listen, you talk to the guys, the coaches, fans, everyone is excited for this game. I mean, you're talking one side of the mountain versus the other side of the mountain, a team you play so often. It's just, you can feel the energy with this game.
It is throughout the stadium here at Mingus Union High School here tonight. It's going to be a good one. Name number one. Okay, first game in the section. So you open the section with the section champion from last year, the Bradshaw Bears. Name number two, this is the first leg of the Yavapai Cup. Bradshaw, Prescott, Mingus, all three teams playing each other. And we kind of lovingly called it the Yavapai Cup. Whoever wins the Yavapai Cup is usually the section winner and go into playoffs. And number three, the playoff implications for this particular game. There is no doubt about it. Can't put it any other way. Winner of this game will have the inside track to the section title and an automatic bid to playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crucial, these early wins, especially against an opponent like this in Bradshaw. It's almost a must-win game. It's about middle of the season now. We're here at the middle of the season facing Bradshaw, but it's pretty much a must-win game when you look at trying to get into the postseason, and not to mention you're facing the section champs who went undefeated in the section last year.
It's going to be a good one here tonight. If you are in the area, please make sure you stop by. Bring us along here on KYBC AM 1696.3 FM, or enjoy the broadcast, rebroadcast on Verde Valley TV. The Vinny's Pizza pregame report is coming up right after this.
At Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, it starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at reesestire.com.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 12 years in a row in Cottonwood and 8 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Welcome to the Vinny's Pizza pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 and have pasta, subs, or a specialty pizza delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Kyle.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, welcome to the Vinny's Pizza pregame report. Getting ready for a good one. We mentioned it before, Bradshaw Mountain in town. The Bears here to take on the Mingus Marauders. And last week, the Mingus Marauders took care of business against the Moon Valley Rockets. Hadn't played them in a long time. Moon Valley a little bit down coming in, looking for their first win. And Mingus absolutely denied them. Dominated that game very well.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides of the ball, on the offense, really with in the air on the the ground, something we saw for the first time, really dominating the air and the ground game last week. But on defense, 4 fumbles, 1 interception. Scalf had 2 fumbles. Not something that wasn't new last week. I mean, we saw the turnovers the first couple games of the season, pretty much every week in and week out, the defense is getting the job done. 4 fumbles again last week and 1 interception. Love to see that.
Well, yeah, 5 takeaways for the Mingus Marauder defense last week, 165 yards in the air for the Mingus Marauders, including 4 touchdowns in the air, 3 from Jordan Upham, and Meyer had another TD throw for the Mingus Marauders. On the ground, another 300-plus yard performance for the Mingus Marauders. Curso, his first game with 100-plus yards and had 2 touchdowns on the ground as well.
Yeah, he was running the ball hard up the middle, and you mentioned getting Meyer in the game as well. He had a touchdown in the air, and that was really, I think, great to see him really performing and executing for the Marauders offense. I mean, we know what Upham can do with his feet. We saw it in the air early last week. But the fact that we get Meyer in there getting a couple touches as well, and he had a few touches early on in the year, but the fact that he got a touchdown under his belt, really great to see, especially when you start getting down the stretch. You never know what's going to happen. You like to know and have that confidence that your second-string quarterback has been in the game and he has had some reps in the game.
It's a matter of weapons.
Yeah.
How many weapons can you put on the field? And if you can put together multiple weapons and be able to have 5, 6, 7 different people coming at you, that's hard to plan for. That is extremely hard to stop. And that's what the Mingus Marauders are looking to do. Ruiz had a great game. Accurso had a great game. Of course, Upham had a great game. Clark had a great game. Not so much on the ground this time, mostly in the air, showing diversity in performances on the field. So all around, the Mingus Marauders did particularly well. The other thing that I find absolutely amazing, Kyle, is we are starting Game 6, and the Northern Arizona Healthcare injury report is still vacant.
No, that's huge.
That is absolutely huge.
I mean, not only is this game, even if this was the second game of the season, you want to be full strength when you're playing a team like Bradshaw, but not to mention you're starting section play. I mean, and you're going into playing the section full strength. You have everyone, and not to mention the fact that we've seen people playing last week early on. We got up early. Upham was pulled after the second half, and then we got a lot of the sophomores, some freshmen in there playing as well, and they were producing. They were a valuable asset to last week's win. But the fact that there's no injuries going into Week 6 is amazing.
Yes, the Northern Arizona Healthcare injury report, as far as I'm concerned, would be phenomenal if it was empty all season long. I don't want to see any kids get hurt, either squad. But in high school football, especially programs that don't have 150 kids in the program, injuries make huge differences, and Mingus's is not so thick that they can lose players and still continue to perform at the level that they have. Mingus coming in at 4-1. Bradshaw coming in at 4-1. There is history to these squads, and the Mingus Marauders over the last 10 times have had the advantage, but has the pendulum swung?
Well, since 2005, Mingus taken 7, losing 3 to Bradshaw, so they have the 7-3 advantage over them. But in the last 4 years, they are only 1-3 against Bradshaw. So if you look back the last 4 years recently, Bradshaw has that upper hand, and this year, if that says anything, 7-3 with Mingus's favor, 1-3 Bradshaw's favor the last 4 years. We're in for a good one tonight.
There have been games 14-8. There have been games 8-7. There has been games 7-7, going way back historically. But these two squads have matched up. So the only thing that I can really promise you is it will be a good one.
Yeah.
34-14 last year. Bradshaw took it to the Mingus Marauders, and it was I believe that game was at Bradshaw. May have been home. I'll have to check on that. But the Mingus Marauders fell 20 points short. That was one of the biggest differences in scores between these squads and competitions.
Yeah, and this year we mentioned both teams 4-1. Mingus, of course, lost to Peoria. That was a good game. They really won on almost every aspect of that game except for the special teams part of the ball. But Bradshaw lost the opening week, and then they've just been on a tear their last stretch since losing week 1. That kind of really almost kicked them in the butt a little bit, and now they've been playing really well. You look at their stats; they're very even. Both defenses are great. So I mean, just the more you look into this game from both sides of the teams, it's exciting.
We're going to get into some of those stats and show you a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to find very curious and interesting. But let's start with one of my favorite things, the Vinny's Pizza Special. And we want to highlight the Vinny's Pizza Special. It is the hot sub. It includes fries and the drink. That is the chicken parmigiana for those watching Verde Valley TV. Yep, that was spit. I'm drooling. I literally went there after practice the other day, and they had closed on me. Well, actually, I was just seriously. I'm sitting there like that stupid old commercial going, open, open, open. I wanted my chicken parmigiana. $8.99, the Wednesday special, the 8-inch sub special at Vinny's Pizza, and they are in the Clemenceau building, approximately 6th Street in the 89A bypass in Cottonwood. Step in, and of course, you can order if you are staying home from the game and trying to stay out of the wind. 646-3333. That spells feed. 646-3333. The Vinny's pregame report. You know, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at Mingus Sports. Youth sports going on in full roll. Some exciting things underway. We're going to also take a look at the specific teams and some of those stats we were mentioning when the Vinny's pregame report returns after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Cheerleading, tumbling, gymnastics. We are Flip City Gym. We have classes for boys and girls of all ages and skill levels.
Flip City Gym offers competitive co-ed cheerleading with world champion coaches.
Ask about tumbling and gymnastics.
Or our health and fitness-based academic preschool.
The only one of its kind in Northern Arizona.
Enjoy open gym Fridays and Saturdays. Stop by for your free class or find out more at flipcitygym.org.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Mingus Marauders and the Bradshaw Bears coming to fruition in just a little bit, and it is going to be a good one. The Vinny's pregame report continues. Hey, let's take a look around Northern Arizona sports and Mingus sports as we notice that, October 6th, the Cottonwood Middle School will go up against Northwest Christian, and that is Tuesday. on October 6th, and Saturday, this Saturday, coming up October 3rd. So if you're watching, it may have already happened. The Cottonwood Wildcats, 1-4, won their first game. Will go up against Prescott, who is 2-1. Wildcats beat Sedona by a score of 33-6 last Sunday. The Cottonwood Cardinals, 0-4, looking for their first win against a winless Williams. The Bears, 3-1. Their only loss coming to the Cottonwood Colts last week. So the Bears, 3-1, will take on Chino Valley, who is 3-0. The 3-1 Colts will go up against Camp Verde, who is also 3-1. And I'm telling you, there is good football going on all over the place in the Mighty Mite division. The bumper ball for the little guys. The Cottonwood Lobos, 3-1, will take on Williams, looking for their first victory. The Seahawks, 1-3. They got in the win column, and they've got Camp Verde on the schedule, who is 3-2. Cottonwood Marauders, 2-2, will go up against Chino Valley, who is 4-0. Chino Valley squad in the Mighty Mite division doing particularly well. So we take a look at some of the schedule going on. The Mingus Marauders come in 4-1. Cactus Shadows moved to 3-2 with a 45. Actually, they didn't play last week. Tonight they've got number 1 Paradise Valley. That's the rankings, not the power rankings, because we're going to have those for you here in a little bit. Lee Williams, 0-5. Ouch. They lost 49-0 to Lake Havasu. Next, they've got 1-4 Kingman, hoping they can get back on the right track. Peoria, they've had a couple of tough games. Lost 42-7 to Paradise Valley. Now they go up against Sunrise Mountain, who is number 1 in the power rankings.
2 back-to-back tough ones.
3.
They
had Desert Edge before them. I mean, goodness. How tough can it get for poor Peoria? Greenway got shut out 48-0 by Prescott. It's hard to tell how good the Badgers are this year. They try to come up against 4-1 Sunny Slope. Ouch. That's going to be hard. Moon Valley lost to Mingus 51-20 last week. Tonight they go up against Independence, still looking for their first win. Bradshaw Mingus matchup tonight. Coconino beat Goldwater 55-34 last week. A good win for the Panthers. Now they host Prescott here tonight, and they are even 3-3 on the year. Greatly improved Coconino squad. Greatly improved Flagstaff squad.
That's a big game tonight.
Oh, it is.
When you're talking about, Coconino and, all the teams in the section, we'll get into it a little bit later, but everyone's making noise this year.
They are. McClintock, who is 2-3, suffered a 34-7 loss to Apache Junction. They match up with Seton Catholic tonight. Flagstaff fell to Payson, who is number 10 in the power polls, the official power rankings for the state of Arizona, and in Division 4. But they lost to Payson 32-28. In fact, I think Payson came back to win this one, and now they've got next up 4-1 Vista Grande. Flagstaff, the Eagles, are 3-2, and Prescott is 4-1. Their only loss came to Thunderbird, who Bradshaw beat last week by a score of 38-14. So interesting as you start to see who played who.
At this point in the season, about midway, you really start in your mind, you look at the schedules, okay, who do we play coming up next? Who beat who? We beat this team. They lost to them in week 2. So it really starts to, but when it comes down to it, if you're on the team and you're the coaches, you take it one game at a time. Tonight you have a big game against Bradshaw, section game, and that's all you can do. But for us, we have to look at all this stuff, and it really gets complicating now when you start looking at who won and who lost to who. So
it gets awfully fun when the PowerPoints come out, because then it gives us stat freaks something else to deal with. Baghdad dropped to number 4 in 8-man football in the PowerPoints. Why? Because they lost to Pima, who is number 1. So Baghdad has dropped in the national rankings. Williams number 11, and Mayer number 18 in Division 6 football. In Division 5, Monument Valley is number 5. Chinle is at 12, and Sedona is at 24. Chino Valley 30. Camp Verde with a 1-4 record at 32 in Division 5. In Division 4, lots of Northern Arizona teams. Well, lots of Northern Arizona teams are in Division 4. Sholo, Lake Havasu, Blue Ridge, all within the top 5. Snowflake at 7. Payson at 10. Mentioned that one. Winslow at 15. Wickenburg at 25. So that's going to be a very competitive Northern Arizona kind of feel to Division 4. In Division 1, 17 teams. Did you happen to notice this, Kyle? 2 teams are 0-5 and set to go to playoffs.
Yeah, if you have two of those teams who go, all three of them don't win a game this season. Okay, two of those teams that have not won a game will make the playoffs.
I hear you.
Yeah,
we're going to show you where Mingus is. We're going to show you where Bradshaw is and how it all starts to fall out when we return to the Vinny's pregame report here at Mingus Union High School after this.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
Wake up and live Moss at your local Cottonwood Taco Bell. The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the Biscuit Taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Cinnabon Delights, and fresh brewed 100% Colombian coffee. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell. Located on 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
This has been the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report. Order for pickup or delivery tonight. The number 646-3333. We'll return for kickoff right after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Mingus Union High School band is out on the field. We're going to have our national anthem here for you in just a little bit. The Mingus Marauders all lined up in the end zone to the left and holding the American flag ready to come out here tonight. And when I try to put the microphone out so everybody can hear the national anthem, you'll hear how windy it is.
Yeah, it's really windy. I mean, we're looking at about kickoff 10 miles an hour. Looks like they're moving northeast, so it will play a factor here in the passing game.
National anthem by the Mingus Union High School Marching Band as we get set and ready to to go, and Old Glory flapping away from the right to the left. And will that play a role in the aerial game tonight?
Yeah, it really will. I mean, of course, the Marauders coming off of a game where they have the most success they've had all year in the air. Tonight, it looks like that wind, about 10 miles an hour right now, will play a factor in the passing game. Kickoffs, we've had a lot of success with the extra points here for Mingus, and a little bit of a wind right now. It doesn't look like it's going to die down anytime before the game gets rolling.
Looking at the Division III lineup and official PowerPoints, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears at 4-1 come in number 9. Mentioned Peoria Sunrise Mountain at number 1, way ahead of everybody at 5-0. Also undefeated is Paradise Valley number 2, Sabino 3. Arcadia, who beat Bradshaw, is number 4 at 4-1. Maricopa is undefeated. Sunny Slope, Verado, Buckeye is undefeated, and then Bradshaw. Mingus comes in at 22. Flagstaff hanging in 3-2 with a little bit better power points. Opponent points is currently at 18. And it's interesting, if there were 43 teams in here instead of 56, you wonder how this official lineup would actually start to work out. Peoria's 24. They've had a rough schedule. Prescott, who is 4-1, is 27th. How about that? McClintock, 28th. Cactus, Shadows, who we played 30th. Cocodino, 39th. Green White, 44th. And Moon Valley, 51. It looks like a roster, doesn't it?
It does.
Number 51, Moon Valley, at 885 pounds. Okay, all right. But nonetheless, hey, we've got some fun stuff coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, coming up a little bit later this month, Saturday, October 24th, is the second annual Pumpkin Chunkin'.
What?
And that's at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. It's there again, like I said, their second annual Pumpkin Chunkin' contest happening at high noon on Saturday, again, October 24th. The event will be during the Fall Festival and will include arts and craft booths, family fun, rodeo, pumpkin patch, more. I mean, there's just a lot going on. So that's coming up again Saturday, October 24th.
I am told that part of the Chunkin' is you get to build something and launch.
How fun does that sound?
And I believe the reigning champions are the Mingus Marauders Science Club. And I'll have
not surprising.
No, that's not surprising. I'm sure there's some mathematicians in there as well, and maybe even some gamers that know how to use the catapults, at least online, right?
It's all about that angle, the trajectory there. You got to think math would play into it. I was never really a great math student, so.
Still aren't.
Still, yeah, I know. I haven't been using it, so I'm probably worse than I was in school.
Go. Well, the Bears, let's take a look at the visiting Bears out here as the captains are out on the field for the Marauders and the visiting Bradshaw Bears. Their only loss came in week 1, a 35-14 loss to Arcadia. Wins over Shadow Ridge and Notre Dame Prep. By the way, both of those wins, last-second wins. Shadow Ridge missed a field goal right at the end of the game, and Bradshaw won that one 19-17. Notre Dame Prep, in fact, they went for 2 at the end of the game and were stopped short by the Bradshaw defense, and the Bears won that one 36-35. And then recent victories, 28-14 over North Canyon and 38-13 last week against our friends at Thunderbird. But they come in and they are powerful.
Oh, yeah, they really are. I mean, they were undefeated in the section last year, section champs. They went to the playoffs and 7-4 in all last year, but they're returning 2/3 of their starters from last year's team that was extremely successful. They are returning a lot of guys, including their quarterback, Gunnar Budrick. Last year he had 938 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you look at him this year coming into tonight's game, we are missing a game, but still over 700 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So we'll see if the Marauders can capitalize on that. But they are returning, like I said, 2/3 of their starters from that great season last year. And here tonight, they're returning to open up this game.
195 passing yards for the Mingus Marauders last week, 334 in the air for the season. Mingus has got 1,556 rushing yards on the ground, averaging better than 300 yards a game. It is going to be the Mingus Marauder rushing attack against a balanced attack, and there's the Canyon. The game is underway. Bradshaw will take it out of the end zone, actually catch it in the end zone, and will be unable to proceed forward with it there. So Bradshaw will start this game with the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Well, we talked about the wind in pregame, how that will play a factor as we have the kickoff underway, and the wind is still moving. Looking at the flag, looks like the flag's blowing towards the north there, but with the success on the ground for both teams, really, I don't think it's going to play that big of a role in disturbing either of these teams' offense.
Scully, Rashton, Aguilar, Davis, Trout make up the offensive line for this squad. Bunderick at the quarterback position. He has got good yardage both on the ground and in the air. He takes the snap out of the and throws over his receiver. Takes the snap out of the shotgun and missed his receiver just a little bit high.
Yeah, he was looking for number 5, Darren Febela. There, he had him on the slant route in the middle of the field, and it was just wasn't able to bring it in there. But as we saw, there was a big hole there in the middle of the Marauders' defense there to open up on that slant.
2nd down and 10. He'll try the other side, find a man open. Mingus played off him, right on him quickly. Are the Marauders on the far side of the field. The catch will go for about 6. And it looks like Camino, their leading receiver, gets the reception and picks up about 7 yards.
Well, you know, one thing that's going to be interesting to see here tonight is how Budrick, how he responds to this Mingus defense. He can do it in the air. He can do it with his feet. So we'll see what he does tonight.
They try running it up the middle, and they probably got it real close to the first down. Depends on the spot. And it appears as though the Bears should have a first down real quickly. Back to the ball, go the Bears. And it looks like they're not even going to huddle. So that's going to play a role trying to wear out defenses.
Yeah, trying to keep that tempo up here, especially early on.
1 man in the backfield, 3 to the right. They're going to hand it off. Finds a hole off the left-hand side and then taking down his legs very quickly. Coming up from the safety position is Jordan Upham.
Yeah, that was on the carry there, number 42, Justin Castro. He's their fullback. He also plays defensive back, 5'10", 165, but you see that big hole up the middle. Gets a couple yards, but a nice tackle there.
Well, that's his 2nd carry. We'll give him 4 on the carry, but that is his 2nd carry in the game. High snap, throws to the near side, and immediately hit as soon as he catches the ball is number 1, Camino again. And on the defense for the Mingus Marauders, it appears as though it's a Curso.
Well, here we go again, not huddling up for this Bradshaw offense. They're trying to set the tempo early and really try and catch this Marauders defense off guard.
Or at least the announcers, right? Back to the line, out of the shotgun once again come the Bears. It is 3rd and inches, the ball at the 40-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and Mingus catches him behind the line of scrimmage, grabs him and throws him to the ground as Pete Kelly, and that will be a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, here we go. Marauders bring pressure off of the edge, and right up the middle is Pete Kelly here and wrestling down the running back for a tackle for a loss. And something we've seen all year. If you actually look at the section leaders, we have the Kelly brothers in the top 5 in the section for sacks. Pete Kelly with 6.5 and Tyler Kelly with 4.5. So another tackle for a loss for one of the Kelly brothers.
4th down and 2. Bradshaw looks to punt, and there is the punt. It goes away. It is going to the far sideline. Takes a good bounce. Mingus will pick it up, miss 1 man, and then gets surrounded. And Tristan Clark will go down with the ball at about the 19-yard line. Mingus will start there offensively.
Yeah, he picked that one up off of a couple of bounces, which is always a little risky, but he got a nice little Sunday hop there, to use a baseball term, and picked up a couple yards.
Not bad for a second baseman, right?
Not bad for a second baseman. You saw the footwork, bringing it in with his hands. He picked that one up with confidence.
I like it. I like it a lot. Mingus will come out for their first attempt offensively. Mingus Marauder line, Jordan Taylor, Stefano Delu, Jordan Vincent at the center position, Charles Hardy, Nathan Jones, Trevor Galloway will be the tight end for the Mingus Marauders, Jordan Upham the quarterback, and we will check the backfield, and we're going to move the ball back. I missed a penalty. What did I miss, sir? Ball is going to set back, a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to set back at the 9-yard line. So Mingus will pick up their first penalty of the game, and I missed it. How did I miss that one? Mingus will run the ball off tackle to the near side and picking up some interesting and good yardage, trying to give his team a little bit of room to breathe, is going to be Ruiz.
Well, this is something the Marauders offense is not too familiar with starting backed up towards their own end zone. They're within 10 yards here, and we got an injured player on the field. Looks like that's a Bradshaw Bear.
And he's holding up, it appears to be the right leg. And no, they're working on the left leg, but he's got both legs up. And I hope somebody kicked him in the shins, not because that's a knee problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell just by looking down there on the field. So many injuries. They try and do what they can on the field, and a lot of it looks the same. I'm trying to see, like you said, he has both legs up, kind of tucked up towards his stomach, so we'll see. You never want to like to see that, and that's one thing we've seen a lot so far this year is opponents that the Marauders have been playing.
They are taking the shoe off, which indicates more of an ankle, and that's not what we want to see either at all. All right, well, we're going to give this young man a little bit of privacy. We'll return to Mingus Union High School right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
So many ways to get your Mingus Marauder football this year. KYBC AM 1696.3 FM. Of course, Verde Valley TV online at myradioplace.com, verdevalleytv.com, and on your phone.
On your phone.
On your phone, powered by Pawn Palace. You can go to myradioplace.com and log in, and you can get the app, and then you can listen to KYBC and Mingus Marauder football on your phone. And that is absolutely awesome. The Mingus Marauders still on a knee. We still have a Bradshaw Bear down. Let's take a look at some more of the stats coming into tonight, as we were talking about Bunderick being so key both on the ground and in the air for this Bradshaw squad.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats, he's the only guy who's throwing the ball for them on the offensive side of the ball. He had 8 touchdowns, and he does it on the ground. He's also one of their leading rushers, so he kind of reminds you of Upham a little bit, the way he plays, but something that's really difficult to defend when you're a defense. It seems like everything you do, whether you flush him out of the pocket, he's able to make plays. Whether you keep him in the pocket, he's not afraid to stay in there and deliver a nice pass.
Number 50, Drew Scully, a senior offensive or linebacker, 6 foot 215, carried off the field, and we wish that young man well. It appeared to be, they were taking the shoe off, so it was probably an ankle scenario. Mingus in the wing T, long pitch coming near side. Tristan Clark with the ball and a block, a double block, and gets out of bounds, but picks up the first down, brings the ball up to the 24-yard line. Give the young man 11 on the run.
Anthony Accurso again with a nice block on the outside, and that's really, we talked about all the yardage that the Marauders on offense have been able to rack up this season, and a lot of it is because of that pitch play on the outside, and for that to be successful, you have to have the blocking on the outside. As you hear that far pitch to the left side, and he didn't really pick him up, but he moved him back a little bit, a few yards to pick up that first down and more.
Boy, it bounced off one, picked up a second guy to block. I love that. Jordan Upham over Vincent, steps back, looking to throw, throws the ball up. He's got a man near side, and just off of the fingertips, Accurso had it, and on the coverage was David Otero, and boy, that one was close. That that was a competitive play both ways.
Yeah, that really was. I mean, beautiful coverage downfield. You see here Upham looking to his left, going down the sideline. Accurso has a little bit on the defender there. Ball's right into his hands, but again, as you said, Jackie, nice coverage on both ends, and great job by Upham. Just put it where if Accurso doesn't come down with it, the defender's not getting it either.
2nd and 10, the Mingus Marauders with the ball at the 24-yard line. Flags come out. Mingus was in motion, and the Bears did move. The question is, I saw the encroachment. That could be the first one against the Bears here tonight. It appears as that will be the call. Encroachment is the call. And our first penalty is a 5-yard variety for the Bears. Well, Mingus had a 10-yard variety. So, second penalty of the game. Now, 2nd and 5. Mingus with the ball now at the 27-yard line. 8:57 left to go. 0-0 on the score. Mingus's first drive here in our game tonight. Mingus looks like Upham will keep it, find his way through the middle. He's across the 50, jukes a blocker, and then takes on another one and will get out of bounds at nearly the 30-yard line. And they are going to mark him actually out at the 34-yard line of the Bradshaw Bears.
Well, that run right there by Upham had an opportunity either to go for no gain or a big gain like that, as he was hit right at the line of scrimmage and was able to run through an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage. And once he got through that tackle, there was really nothing but open grass, and he took it for a long play. As you look here, he decides to keep it. Got a man in motion, so again, a lot going on in the back, but he gets through that one tackle where the guy tries grabbing his ankles, and then he's off to the races.
Mingus sends Accurso in motion. There's the snap, and Jordan's going to keep it again. This time, not quite as successful. 2 yards. Off tackle to the right. Reads the defensive end. Chooses to keep it himself, and he'll add 2 to the stat bar.
Well, you know, this offense seems to be obviously success on the ground, but when you have a week like you had last year and you're able to put the ball into the air and rack up touchdowns, they had 3 in the air last year, for your opponent the next week when they're looking at the film, I mean, you can't just focus on that run. You have to keep them honest and stay honest and expect this pass, because you know from the game before last week that they are able to put the ball in the air and have success with it and score.
Mingus in the double wing. Bradshaw, 9 in the box, and the handoff goes up the middle and will get caught. A gain of maybe, if that's the spot, they'll give him 3 for Accurso up the middle.
Tackle by number 10, Dylan Wallace. 6 foot, 175 pounds. Nice job to get in there and blow up that play.
Mingus now facing 3rd down, 3rd and a long 8 from the 32-yard line of the Bradshaw Bears. The deepest penetration of either team. This is Mingus's first drive. They were able to force a punt on the Bradshaw Bears in the first one. Long pitch outside. Tristan Clark got a block and is at the first down marker and a little bit more. He'll pick up the first down to the 21-yard line. That long pitch is almost like a screen pass for the Marauders.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, and having a weapon like Upham there where you don't know if he's going to pitch it, and if he doesn't, he can make it happen with his feet. But there, you know, we've seen them all season having a lot of success on that with that long pitch to either side of the field, and they do it short side, they do it far side. So you just never know. They keep you thinking. And you never know who's going to get the ball with a lot of the motioning in the backfield. They'll have 3 running backs back there. It's almost like, you know, pick your man and just stick with him and hope that he gets the ball.
Upham takes the snap, hands it up. Oh, good drive up the middle, decent blocking. Got tripped up, but a great first down play for the Marauders. They'll take that. 7 yards for Pfeiffer up the middle.
Yeah, well, if you look at the end of that play there, you have 2 linemen downfield. You have Charles Hardy down there as well as Jordan Vincent, who's one of the captains to start the game. As a matter of fact, they had 3 captains with the Marauders to start this game off. Jordan Vincent, number 52, Trevor Galloway, and number 10, Jordan Upham are your captains for the Marauders tonight.
They send Clark in motion, then they all stop, come back, check their wrists, decide that they're going to run that play or something else. No, they do run that play, and they hand the ball off up the middle. And Pfeiffer not quite as successful. He'll get maybe 1, bringing up an important 3rd and 2 from the Bradshaw 14-yard line.
Oh, big boy for Bradshaw, number 77, John Trout, 6'3", 250 pounds, penetrating through the line to bring up a critical fourth down here, excuse me.
He's an athlete. Makes you wonder whether he's got a cousin in baseball, doesn't it? Upham takes it, pitch to the near side. Clark finds a block and is able to keep his feet inside the 10-yard line. That should be enough for a first down and move the chains. Mingus 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line as Clark finds a way. A great block by Accurso to split the defense, and the tackle made with authority by Fabella.
Yeah, I mean, you see they have one receiver on that side to where the pitch is going. As long as he picks up that block, there's really nobody else over there. In that replay, we saw the contain man for the defense. The outside linebacker came upfield and was just not quick enough to disrupt that pitch. And block on the outside, it's a success.
Ball is down on the field. The fumble, Jordan Upham didn't get the exchange off. And it looks like it has been picked up by number 22 of the Bears. Upham takes the snap, and Pfeiffer didn't take the ball as Upham expected, or Upham got hit while he was trying to hand it off, and the Bears stop the drive and will get the ball back at their own 12-yard line. 5:17 left to go. Still zeros on the board, and a huge defensive play.
Yeah, it really is. Number 22, Alex Price, coming up with that loose ball. He's their defensive back, 5'9", 185 pounds.
Out of the shotgun goes Bunderich, and he'll hand it off up the middle. Not much there as the Mingus Marauders pursue it well.
Yeah, that's a really tough one right there. You pick up the first down on a crucial third down play, that pitch to the left side, and then follow that up with a first down fumble when you're threatening to score there. That makes it really tough, but for the Marauders defense here, they got, luckily, Bradshaw backed up into their own zone with a lot of field in front of them, so they need to come up with a stop here and get their offense the ball again.
There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw, comes to the near side, has a man, and out of bounds. Well played to number 24. Ruiz on the coverage, and that should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, catching that one, a well-placed ball there by the quarterback to just kind of get it there. The receiver brings it in right before he gets out of bounds, and he puts it into a place where only the receiver can carry that one. And already successfully here in the air and on the ground for Bradshaw.
1st and 10, Bradshaw with the ball outside of their own red zone. Now at the 26-yard line, they're going to hand it up off the middle. He tries off tackle, and Mingus aggressively stops that one. Was that was Galloway, who came off his block to make that tackle. A short gain, give him 1.
Yeah, nice job shedding the block and just staying with it to wrap up and make the tackle there. And really a short game here, bringing up this 2nd and long.
Castro, a transfer from Prescott. Cornerback's back, throws, off the hands, had it wide open again, bouncing off the mitts. David Otero. There are a pair of Oteros on this squad. Did you notice that? Both seniors, Daniel and David, and both receivers.
The Otero brothers versus the Kelly brothers, if they are brothers, huh?
They are. They are brothers.
Well, right there you see they're really trying to pick up the first down as he runs about 12 yards just past the first down marker. Plants his feet, turns back to the quarterback, and comes back towards him, and he's not able to bring that one in off the chest. But that one was designed to pick up that first down.
Castro to the right, and he's going to keep it himself and try the right-hand side, using Castro as a lead blocker, and Mingus able to blow it up and trying to catch a number. Yep, that is Tyler Kelly, causing a 4th down. So Bradshaw 4th and 4 with the ball at about the 32-yard line, and most likely looking to punt.
Yeah, Budrick, he faked the handoff to Justin Castro, and then right when he kind of tucked the ball and went to go run up to the left side of the line, Castro fell. And I don't know if that kind of altered Budrick.
There's a low snap, a low kick. That one should be poisoned. Get away, and it was touched by a Bear who tried to avoid it, ran across, hit his knee. So Mingus is going to get the ball back. Decent field position, 35-yard line, 3:21 left to go, first quarter. We told you this was going to be a close one. Each squad, well, Bradshaw's had 2 drives. Mingus starting their second drive, which ended in a fumble at the 9-yard line of the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. So now they got to drive the field once again.
Yeah, and that's what it'll do to you, especially they started out their opening drive backed up within their own 10-yard line and had pretty much the whole field to go. They get down to the other end, threatening to score, fumble the ball, but a big defensive stand by the Marauders D once again to prevent the Bears from doing anything on offense and giving their offense the ball back.
Pitch to the near side. Accurso's got this one. Gets around the corner, makes one man hang on, and drags him across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. And second and third for the Mingus Marauders.
Again, success on the outside with the running game for the Marauders, as you see here this time they came towards us, and once you get a little 5-yard pickup there, but we've seen it last drive. They went a couple plays to the outside, then they would run it back up the middle, and Upham had that one where he broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage up the middle, and then he bounced it to the outside for a big pickup.
2 receivers to the right, 1 in motion. There's the pitch again. Meyer's going to put it up. He's got a man way downfield, wide open, overthrows him by a couple of yards. How did the wind play on that one?
You know, it might have played. That one was really overthrown, so I don't know how much it played there. But if we look at the replay, Meyer, we talked about it, had a touchdown pass last week, and he just launched this one over Clark. And you know what? The wind might have played a little bit at that as it was going towards his back, and he overthrew him by probably 2 or 3 yards. But Clark was wide open downfield.
Mingus takes a shot, and it was there. Could not quite execute. Mingus now facing an important 3rd and 3. Accurso in motion. They'll hand the ball up the middle. A good push by the Mingus Marauder offensive line, who gets that off. Really gets that push for the Marauders, and Ruiz will pick up the first down for Mingus with the ball now almost at midfield at the 47.
Yeah, give credit to the offensive line on that first down pickup there. Ruiz just got the ball, kind of tucked it in tight, got down low right behind his boys on the offensive line, and then just followed them for the pickup. Nice job by them, the offensive line of the Marauders.
Accurso in motion. They're going to come back the other way to Tristan Clark on a reverse. He's got a man to beat, and he'll pick up a little, and uh-oh, here comes the litter. As the flag comes in late, right at the 47-yard line, pretty close to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to see what that one's going to work out to be. Is that, I believe that's a late hit personal foul.
Yeah, that's going to go against Bradshaw. So Mingus, it's going to go their way, and they'll pick up a few yards here. But that was a nice tackle by the Bradshaw defense. They didn't get fooled on this one. Fake it up the middle. Then you have a guy coming the opposite way, and Clark gets the pitch, and he tries to make a move, but number 35 for Bradshaw didn't get fooled, and he grabbed the ankles of Clark. That's going to be Angel Gonzalez, the 5'7", 160-pound number 35. Again, not getting fooled, but that's a tough penalty for Bradshaw to kind of swallow there, as you have a nice play there for not much of a pickup, and then all of a sudden Marauders are on the other side of the 50, so there's change in field position here.
Pacheco comes out, 2 receivers to the right for the Mingus Marauders. Now they're going to move it around, and now Clark goes in motion, and Upham looking to throw, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to have to scramble a little bit, and he will be sacked deep. That'll be about an 8-yard sack. Looks like number 47 getting in there to make that.
I believe that was number 20, Jesse Johnson, 6 foot, 187 pounds. There was a couple guys back there, 42 as well. Clark just wasn't able to hold on to Johnson and blocking him, but kind of a lot of time back in the backfield there for Upham, who was running away. He had 2 guys with a lot of pressure on him, wasn't able to get outside, and whenever it takes a while for a play to develop, it makes it really difficult on your blockers in the backfield because they can only hold those guys for so long.
2nd and 18 come the Marauders. 2 receivers to the left-hand side, still in a wing. Upham takes the snap and pitches late to the outside, streaking to the outside and out of bounds, almost picking up the 8 that were originally lost on the sack. And Accurso picks up the run. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter, still 0-0.
Well, you said it, a late pitch by Upham there, just waiting as long as he can to try and draw 22 Alex Price towards him, as Price is that outside contain for the Bradshaw defense. He kind of stopped there a little bit to kind of see what Upham was going to do, and he made the move towards Upham, and that's when he pitched it out for a pickup.
3rd and 14. Reminds me of the deal at Home Furnishings Direct. 14 pieces, $9.99. Living rooms, bedroom sets. Want to say hi to Denny out there listening. Upham takes the snap, could be the last play, and sacked hard. Number 27 coming in, and Upham jumps her up real quick. 22 makes it. The tackle, Alex Price, who got the fumble recovery earlier, and now he comes up with a big sack on Jordan Upham, driving the ball near midfield, and Mingus is going to have to punt.
Right off the edge, Upham drops back to pass, and Price comes from that right side and untouched to bring Upham down for the sack.
There's the punt taken at the 5-yard line. A block downfield, but he's going to scamper back to about the 12. Good coverage by the Marauders, keeping him there. You wonder, was that wise to catch that one at the 5-yard line? We'll discuss that when we come back for quarter number 2. It is Mingus 0, the Bradshaw Bears 0. Second quarter action coming up after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, missed part of a play here. Number 5, Derek Fabula will run the ball to the outside on the sweep. He'll pick up 3, tackle made by Jordan Upham. Would you have let that punt, go into the end zone?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if it was me back there, I would have. You're backed up around the 5-yard line. He catches that, doesn't really pick up anything.
Bundrick throws the ball before his receiver was ready on the far side. Stabriff and Meyer on coverage out there, and that'll bring up 3rd and a long 7, maybe a long 6 from the Bradshaw Mountains 16-17 yard line.
And then, with catching that and only picking up 10 yards on the play, it really makes it difficult on your offense, especially against the defense like the Marauders.
Trips right, they throw left, thrown too low and incomplete. Intended receiver is on the far side, is that number 2. So Otero David was the intended receiver, and real quickly, in 7 seconds, Mingus puts a 4 and out, or a 3 and out on the board here, and Bradshaw faced a punt once again.
Number 21, Pete Kelly, was back there and just hit Budrick extremely hard right after he threw the pass, and so that had to affect it a little bit, and he went to go help Budrick up, and Budrick kind of pulled his arm away from Kelly's arm and walked away, but nice pressure by Kelly once again.
Punt low. Once again, it's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds right at the 49-yard line. Mingus is going to start this drive inches inside the Bradshaw Mountain territory.
Well, the Marauders have had a lot of success offensively, putting points on the board when they win the field battle. I mean, now starting near midfield, the first 2 drives not so lucky, but here you're starting in a great spot. You want to put it in and get some points here.
Let's take a look at the Arizona Smile Designer fan cam. Could that be Colleen? Hello, Colleen. Yes, she's pointed at you. That's super fan out here. We want to thank Arizona Smile Designers on Willard in Cottonwood. And back to live action. Mingus will run the ball up the middle, and somehow Pfeiffer fights forward for about 5 out there. Thought he was stopped. In fact, I was kind of fooled on that one. The Bears were still harassing Upham.
About 4 yards on that.
Yeah, well, Upham has been having a lot of success. We had a nice pitch to Accurso last drive where number 22, Alex Price, was beat on that one, and then he follows it up with the sack. So they're having that nice competition out there. Both teams driving the ball here early.
Clark in motion, second back, gets the ball, it's Accurso. He's broken it open through the middle. It is a foot race to the end zone, and he's going to win. The Mingus Marauders score first, a 45-yard misdirection by Accurso. Puts the Marauders up on the board by 6.
Right up the middle, huge hole.
And Tristan Clark was literally looking, who do I block, who do I block? There's nobody to block. Accurso says, I got it from here, bud.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 Bradshaw players following him, and they were not able to catch Accurso. But again, credit to Accurso and that offensive line. Before he even got the ball, he had been thinking, okay, give it to me now, this thing's huge. So untouched through the hole, and it's off to the races and a touchdown. So Mingus getting on the board first.
Meyer with the extra point, looks good, is good. Mingus up, 10:30 left to go here in the first half. And Mingus is up by 7-0. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Cheerleading, tumbling, gymnastics.
We are Flip City Gym.
We have classes for boys and girls of all ages and skill levels.
Flip City Gym offers competitive co-ed cheerleading with world champion coaches.
Ask about tumbling and gymnastics.
Or our health and fitness-based academic preschool.
The only one of its kind in northern Arizona.
Enjoy open gym Fridays and Saturdays. Stop by for your free class or find out more at flipcitygym.org.
Mingus Marauders set to kick off. Second time in this game. Last time was a touchback. This one's going to be a pooch kick up and about the 30-yard line. It comes down and then bumbled and been picked up. Number 10 gets it, tries to run it. That's Dylan Wallace. And he is a linebacker, 6 foot, 175 pounds. And interesting, Mingus able to put the ball in the end zone the first time, choose to kind of pooch kick this one, and the ball sits at the 27-yard line.
Well, by the time the ball was picked up, there were a few Marauders within 5 yards of that Bradshaw player before he even picked up the ball, so they it almost paid off for them.
I want to thank Suzy Q Market, your first stop for road games, road trips, and just about any trip. Suzy Q Market under the Texaco Star on Main Street in Cottonwood. Bundrick takes the snap, looking to rotate to the right, throws, and too high, double coverage out there. And I am sure Upham's eyes got really big as he saw that ball coming his way. And looks like we do have a Bear down on the field.
Well, we see here pressure from the Marauders again. I think that might be Budrick on the ground. His number kind of skips over right there, but number 21, Pete Kelly again, bringing him down after he throws, and we'll see he's still on the ground trying to get a number on it, but the quarterback, Budrick, did get hit when he threw that ball by number 21, Pete Kelly.
Right below where you're sitting, they're selling 3 different kinds of
Well, we want to thank some of our other sponsors here for Mingus Marauder Football. Cottonwood Motorsports, Polaris ATVs, and Victory Motorcycles. And the fall clearance is underway with 2015 models with big savings available. And it is...
That is Budrick.
It's Bundrick, yep. And he is getting up, thank goodness. Thank goodness that young man is getting up. And it appeared as though he took that shot in the side. And I hope he just got the wind knocked out of him. That might be a little sore on that left-hand side for a little bit, but nice to see the young man is up walking off the field under his own power, and hopefully they get him set, ready to go, and back in this game. The squad needs it. See if we can get a number on the backup quarterback out here. It appears to be, is this 6? And there is the snap. They hand it off up the middle, dragging men. Skelf and Galloway finally get him down as Castro runs the ball. And the handoff was from Timmy Young, a sophomore quarterback. And Bundrick comes back in. He needed one breather.
Yeah, you know, you might have been able to call that one correctly on the wind knocked out of him as he got hit pretty hard by Kelly. But Young came in. He's had 2 attempts on the season. He gets one more right there.
Bundrick now runs it, jumps in the air. I can't ever say that that's a good idea. And they help him up. Mingus, Tyler Kelly in on the tackle, as well as Pfeiffer. Why would you jump up, try to launch yourself over somebody? I'm not sure, especially when you just got the wind knocked out of you.
Well, you know, I've been watching him the last couple of plays, and he's been kind of hit a few times.
And Bradshaw's going for it. 4th and short, Bradshaw is going for it. We'll see if they're just trying to draw him off. Trips to the right. Bundrick looks to the sideline. He's wasting time. 9:18 left to go, second quarter, waiting for a play, and timeout is called. Mingus does not jump. Very disciplined. 4th and short. Now they're going to talk about it. We're going to take a quick little break and see what Bradshaw does, down 7-0 according to the Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard here at Mingus Union High School. We'll be back after this.
At Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, we believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car today.
Hi, I'm Matt Oxendale. Other dealers will tell you how great they are, but at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, our customers do the talking for us. Hi, Denise.
I just recently purchased my 4th vehicle from Oxendale. It's a 2010 Kia Soul, and I love it. And the reason I continue to come here after all these years is because not only do they have wonderful service, they treat you very professional.
Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, a dealer for the people.
A little better than 9 minutes away from our Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep halftime report, and Bundrick comes back out. It appears as though the Bears could be going for it at their own 36-yard line. There's the snap. Bundrick runs over to the right-hand side. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Give him about 5 yards on the carry. Boldness from the Bears.
Yeah, well, they before they took that timeout, it looked like they were trying to draw the Marauders' defense off sides. Nice discipline by Mingus not to go off sides. Bradshaw calls the timeout, and it's just a straight run. He's in the shotgun, gets the ball, runs it off to his right, has his running back lead blocking for him, and they pick up that first down.
Spread formation, Castro in the backfield. Bundrick takes the snap, fakes the throw. Now he's going to go deep, throws downfield, has a man open. Coverage was behind him, which is where you want it, and off the hands of Daniel Otero.
Well, we've seen a couple open drops by some of these receivers for Bradshaw Mountain, and that one was just another one again. The defense over top there, but wasn't needed as he drops it.
Defensive line for the Mingus Marauders holding their own out here tonight. McClanahan, Vincent will do time there at the nose guard, and the defensive end Skelf and Galloway. Mingus shows blitz, backs out of it. There's the snap. They give it off to Castro. Got caught in the backfield and won't get back to the line of scrimmage. And Mingus doing a great job of getting
Cole Phelps
in the backfield. Cole Phelps, the tackling machine.
Man, he was back there quick right when the running back got the ball. He probably took 2 or 3 steps. Phelps diving for his legs, and he holds on and brings him down for a loss of about 2 yards.
There's the snap. Bundrick looking to throw the ball, comes downfield. He has a man wide open and dropped it. In and out of the hands of Camino, and I thought he had that one.
Yeah, it looked like he did have it. I don't know if he ever had that control or if the tackle by Accurso was what kind of popped this out here. As you see Bundrick having the time back there, and it was hard to tell from that angle, but he was open. And once the tackle's made, you see the ball come out there. So again, defense coming up with a nice stop. And Bradshaw's forced to punt here.
And the punt will go deep and then out of bounds at, I'm going to call it the 12-yard line, and I'm wrong. It's the 13. 13-yard line, great special teams, great punt, putting Mingus back, but Mingus forcing a second 4th down attempt in this drive will get the ball back with the lead, 7-0, 8:03 left to go in the first quarter, and a big breakaway by the Mingus Marauders has been the total difference. 23 yards in the air so far for the Bradshaw Bears. 10 carries, 30 yards on the ground so far for the Bears. Mingus has been much more efficient, especially on the yards. 124 yards so far on 16 carries. Mingus in the double wing. Sends a man in motion. Up the middle goes the Mingus Marauders, and making a great push up the middle. And not picking up the first down, but we'll give Ruiz probably about 8 yards on that one. Offensive line doing a phenomenal job for the Mingus Marauders. Taylor, Hardy, Vincent in the middle, Dalu, and Jones. And that is where the Mingus Marauders are going to make it or break it on the ground.
Yeah, they've been doing an awesome job tonight opening that hole for Curso up the middle on that touchdown run, and we've seen him a few times downfield blocking.
Handoff up the middle. This one is going to be snuffed out and will be blown up very quickly. John Trout. You mentioned his name before. Big man, 250 pounds, and that'll go for no yardage out of the backfield.
Yeah, well, we mentioned in the pregame a lot of starters, 2/3 of the starters from last year returning for Bradshaw, and that's kind of all over the field. A lot of linemen returning. You have the quarterback, some of their running backs, and they had a few pickups in the offseason as well from some transfers.
2 men in the backfield. Ruiz with the ball. He'll pick up his first down and then some. A great job, quick hitter, almost a dive, off tackle, left side rather, and give him 6 in the first down. The chains move for the Marauders.
Hey, Ruiz continuing to run the ball hard here, and what's really nice about this Mingus Marauders offense is that once one guy starts to get 3 or 4 carries under his belt, maybe needs a little break, the next guy up to get the ball runs just as hard and has just as many. I mean, you have 3 or 4 Marauders who have over 225 yards on the season this year.
2 backs in the backfield for Mingus, and up the middle they go. A quick dive, and eating up time and eating up yardage for the Mingus Marauders, but now slow to get up is the ball carrier for Mingus, and that's going to be a timeout on the field. I wonder if he got rolled up, and out comes Michael Boyson, the trainer for the Mingus Marauders. And Ruiz had the ball, and then, yeah, he got rolled up. Big bodies coming up on the back of those legs, and that does not feel good.
Yeah, he's been laying face down, and then now the trainer trying to get him to roll over a little bit, and now he's just kind of on his side. So we talked about it. Ruiz running hard. Now they flip him over onto his back, start messing with that left leg.
And they're looking below the knee. And we're going to certainly hope that Ruiz is going to be able to bounce back with perhaps a Gatorade and some ice, right?
Yeah,
6:15 left to go in the first half. A check of the Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard says Mingus is in the lead, 7-0. Mingus 2nd and 7 with the ball at the 33-yard line. A big thank you goes to Cottonwood Taco Bell. Liv Moss. And the Mingus Marauders here with the lead and the ball. We're going to take a quick break. We'll return to Mingus Union High School right after this.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
I want to thank Pond Palace for sponsoring Mingus Marauder football here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. An expensive 2.5 yards for the Mingus Marauders as Ruiz is carried off the field, putting no pressure on that ankle. 2nd and 7, Mingus with the ball, and they hand it off up the middle, running hard, and then getting flipped up and over near first down yardage. I believe is Pfeiffer coming in and running the ball. Oh, that's going to be just possibly short, and they're going to call that a 4th down. Okay, now we've got another situation here. They're going to probably have to ask for a measurement on this one.
Yeah, well, that's what we talked about. Pfeiffer getting the call right there. You have Ruiz, who goes down with an unfortunate injury. But then next guy up is Alec Pfeiffer, who's had a lot of success this season, a few touchdowns we saw, especially in that Greenway game. He was really the workhorse of the running game for the Marauders in that. Got a touchdown last week as well. So a lot of weapons here on the ground for Mingus, but of course you hate to see one of your players, who, no matter who it is, go down there, as Ruiz kind of has a team of guys there on the training table working on that ankle.
Short by this much. Now you got 4th down. What do? You're on your side of the field at your own 39-yard line. Don't want to give Bradshaw short field. Bradshaw in the same spot went for it on 4th down. Mingus showing that they could be going for it on 4th down. Man in motion. Here comes the pitch. It comes to the outside. Accurso's got the 1st down, and so much more. Stays in bounds, takes on a blocker, and across the midfield down to a 42-yard line. And there is a flag at the end of the play, and I'm wondering if this is for helmet-to-helmet contact.
It looked like it maybe on the top of the head there. The defender got Accurso. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that was a great call by Coach Young there, running to this side of the field. I mean, there was really no defender. There was an outside linebacker who was able to chase Accurso down, but he was able to stiff arm him and pick up a few more. But really, the only guy over there was the safety. So a nice job by the Marauders, and especially Accurso running the ball hard after he gets hit initially. He kind of picks up 10 more, but and then picking up the penalty on top, that head-to-head contact. And now they're going to have great field position.
That was not intentional. I can tell you that. No. I want our radio listeners to know that was not intentional head-to-head contact.
Accurso was kind of going down a little bit already.
He was going down, and also probably getting low, expecting to see the hit, and the tackle was formed. Just happened that their helmets hit. Mingus with the ball. 28-yard line, handoff up the middle, rumbling and stumbling is Pfeiffer, and the young man hangs onto the ball and carries for a good solid 5 yards for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there on 1st down here, and Mingus moving the chains with their run game. They went deep on that little trick play early in the half where Meyer got the pitch and went deep to Tristan Clark, overthrew him, but other than that, it's been all on the ground for Mingus.
Clark in motion, and the flags come out. By the way, Pfeiffer had picked up 7, so Mingus has 2nd and 3 from the 21-yard line, and now 1st and 10 via the penalty, and encroachment penalty. And Bradshaw, who has been a little penalty prone during the course of the season, hurts their cause there. Mingus now in the red zone. 1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Pfeiffer in the backfield for the Mingus Marauder. Clark goes in motion. Pfeiffer gets the ball up the middle. Great push. Dalu still pushing the ball. Vincent had cleared out the middle. Vincent cleared out a space bigger than any closet I have in my house.
Well, they did that the last time they were down here and about to score, and that's the reason Accurso got it last time. But, yeah, I mean, great job so far tonight by the offensive line and just everyone. We've seen a couple of times this year where you got the running back picking up yards, trying to make that second effort, and he has a couple guys come and push him from behind to pick up the extra few.
Clark in motion, and he'll keep it this time. Had me fooled, and from the 9-yard line, Jordan Upham goes to the outside around the tackle into the end zone, but a chop block will bring it back.
That's a tough one.
Ball at the 9-yard line, and that will be a spot foul, and if that's where it is, they're going to put it at the 18, and that's going to be an ouch for the Mingus Marauders. Of course, if you hit somebody a high-low, somebody's got you engaged high, and you hit that same person low, that is dangerous. And that is going to be a 15-yard variety against the Mingus Marauders. Take the points off the board. I am surprised the cannon didn't go off. We saved the gunpowder.
It's expensive, that gunpowder.
It is. So the ball is now going to sit at the 22-yard line, 2nd and about 16 for the Mingus Marauders. One man in the backfield. Upham looking to throw, drops back. Now he's looking to run it, and he had his man to the near side, but I think that was well covered by Bradshaw. I think Upham threw that one away.
Yeah, it really was. I think he started seeing how great that coverage downfield was. He was looking to pass all the way, and he just kept shooting back on his drop, and he got really far back, rolled out a little bit, and then he just didn't see any place to put the ball other than just right at the feet of one of his receivers. Luckily, there was a receiver there to kind of throw towards, but I think a smart play by Upham to just throw it into the ground there.
I think the play was there earlier. In set screen. Mingus still coming out in the same situation. They've got potential trips to the right. Upham has got to scramble, and he's going to run forward, avoid the sack, and get to about the 20-yard line. That brings up 4th down with 3:50 left to go. Mingus still leading 7-0 here in the second quarter.
Man, that penalty now, you look at it, that really hurts. I mean, you get in with the touchdown, they fake the dive up the middle, and Upham's in the end zone, but then you get the chop block call. Now you're looking at a 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to go for the field goal.
Meyer will come out. This would be the longest field goal attempt for the Mingus Marauders, 37 yards. The snap is good. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Apparently off to the left. So with 3:20 left to go, Mingus will not put points on the board. The score remains 7-0 here with them, the Marauders in the lead. Oh, man, that is hard to tell which side of the yellow pole that ball is on.
He had the leg. I mean, he had the distance by actually quite a bit, but apparently off to the left side, wide left.
So Bradshaw will take over at their own 20-yard line. With 3:20 left to go, 2 timeouts left in the game for Bradshaw. They'll run to the right, pick up good first down yardage, pick up a good solid 6 with Castro on the right-hand side.
Well, really a great job by the Bradshaw defense to, even though they gave up initially a touchdown, making the most out of that penalty that went towards the Marauders and backing them up, and then really making a nice stand to keep them into a 4th and long, force them to kick a long field goal that worked out in their favor.
They try running up the middle, and Mingus will sniff that one out and could go for a loss. Actually, they'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. Time becoming a factor here for Bradshaw. 2:40 left to go. 3rd and 4 now from the 27-yard line of the Mingus Marauder, or of the, Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Back-to-back runs, interesting. Trips to the left. Out here for Bradshaw, taking their time. There's the snap, and they're going to run it again, and Castro fights his way forward. Could have the first down. Depends on the mark. That one's going to be awfully close. Umpire puts the ball down on the 30-yard line. If that's the mark, it should be a first down.
Well, it looks like they are going to give them the first down. They come out after 2 running plays in a row with trips to the left side, and it looks like they're going to pass the ball on 3rd down, but they run up the middle and pick up that first down. A crucial pickup there for Bradshaw.
So Bradshaw now down to 2 minutes. Will throw the ball to the near side. Had a man open. He'll catch the ball under. Cuneo gets the catch and then will step out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. They mark it somewhere at the 46-yard line. So the clock stops with 1:54 and a very quick 14-yard first down for the Bradshaw Bears.
Yeah, now we saw a few missed opportunities in the air for Bradshaw early on in the first half. Not right there. I mean, they complete that pass, and a few yards after the catch gives them, now puts them towards midfield with under 2 minutes to go.
Spread formation. Bundrick takes the ball. Oh, it gets batted down. And on the far side of the field, Skelf probably saw himself doing the whole ESPN thing. Almost picked that thing out of the air like, what's that guy with the Karate Kids catching the fly with the chopsticks? Almost caught it out of the air like that. 2nd and 10. Here come the Bears looking to throw. Pressure on. Trying to get out of it. Avoids it. Kinda, sorta. Makes another man miss. Looking downfield. Throws the ball up. Has a man wide open. Cuts to the inside and is tackled at the 10-yard line. What an incredible job by Bundrick keeping that play alive and then finding his man downfield, number 4, Daniel Otero.
Well, you know, you had number 21, Pete Kelly back there, a few other Marauders flying in, and Bundrick is just scrambling back there, and whenever you have all that time, it makes it tough on your defensive backs to stay with the receivers who are moving around. They have all that time to just try and find open space, and at that point, the play is just kind of chaos, and he finds an open man, and big pickup there for Bradshaw.
Whew, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Bradshaw can still get a first down. They're going to throw to the outside, off the hands, and a no good, popped up and out of the receiver's hands on the far side of the field.
Number 21, Ryan Shaver, 6 foot, 185, in and out of his hands.
83 passing yards from Bundrick here in the first half. These would be the most crucial. Ooh, I told you this was going to be exciting. $1:23 left to go. 2nd and 10. Bradshaw on the Mingus Marauder 11-yard line. A broken play. Heroics from Bundrick has set his team up with the possibility of tying this game. Castro goes from the left to the right in the backfield. Bundrick in the shotgun, waiting for the ball. There's the snap. He is going to keep it himself, fake the handoff, and Mingus will eat it up right at about the 10-yard line. Given till about the 9, a gain of 2, 112, 110 left to go. And correct me, I think Bradshaw still has 2 timeouts.
Bundrick just faked the handoff, and before that ball was even pulled out of the arms of his running back, he tucks it and runs up the middle, but nice pressure by the defensive line to kind of stand him up there. And
3rd and 7. Bundrick throws across. It's tipped. It's tipped and no good. Mingus forces a 4th down attempt at the 9-yard line. Man, this is like chapter 17 kind of nervousness, is it not?
Yeah, it really is. And now with the 4th and long here, we'll see what they do as we have about 48 seconds left before halftime. Mingus up 7-0. So we'll see if they go for the points.
See if Coach Moran believes that he can get it in. No, he's going to take a timeout and think about it. 7-0 Mingus. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to Mingus Union High School after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
Well, let's set the stage for you. 48 seconds outside of the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep halftime report. And Bradshaw comes out looking to, or presenting the field goal possibility. The ball will be snapped to the 15-yard line. A 25-yard field goal attempt in timeout Mingus. And I wonder if that was just to see if they were going to officially really do that. Or do you ice the kicker?
Well, you know, they got the snap off, and I was trying to see what the placeholder and the kicker were doing to see if maybe that would indicate what their plan was on that play, but the whistle was blown and everyone stopped. But, you know, that might be what it was. I mean, heading into halftime here, you do whatever you can to prevent any points going on the board.
Bundrick is 5 for 14 in the first half. 83 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground, he's got 15 yards. Castro, their leading rusher, with 24 yards on the ground. And Mingus has held Bradshaw to 42 yards on the ground here in the first half. All right, here we go. They're going to set it up once again for the possible field goal. Taking the field goal attempt is Tamayo. Tamayo, the kick is up and the kick is good. And Bradshaw, with 44 seconds left, puts a 3 on the board. Remember, Mingus tried the field goal, a 37-yard earlier here in the quarter, unsuccessful. So 7-3 our score now. We talked about this in the pregame report, how close this particular game would be. You're seeing it here. You're seeing it now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll return to Mingus Union High School for the final 44 seconds of the first half after this.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
Well, Mingus with 1 or 2 timeouts. I think 1 maybe. We'll find out. 44 seconds, and they will get the kick, and they will kick it deep to the Mingus Marauders. They've got an opportunity for a return. Clark coming to the near side, looking for a block. He gets one. Outside he goes, and then thrown out of bounds. 36 seconds left to go. Return comes out to the 27-yard line. And with 36 ticks, you wonder if Mingus is going to try to make something happen spectacular.
Yeah, well, we've seen it a number of times where they really only need 5 seconds to score. We've seen the big play, the touchdown that came with the Curso on the ground. They were around midfield, and he broke it for a touchdown. So they definitely have the capability, and you got to think that Coach Young is going to try and do whatever he can to put some more points on the board before halftime.
Bundrick comes in at a safety position out here. He's been playing safety. Mingus will take the snap, and a handoff up the middle, fighting for yards is Pfeiffer, and he'll gain about 3. And I think that was just to see if we gained a whole bunch of yards or if we were going to just run the clock out. So 3 yards for Pfeiffer. Upham has only thrown twice here in the first half. Alec Pfeiffer now has his 7th carry in the game, and they're not going to make another snap.
No.
They're going to walk off the field here. Mingus is going to be satisfied here at halftime with a 7-3 lead over the Bradshaw Bears, the defending section champion. Bradshaw Bears. Second half is coming up, as well as the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep halftime report. We'll return to Mingus Union High School. 7-3 your score at halftime. We'll be back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here. With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 12 years in a row in Cottonwood and 8 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Dodge Chrysler Jeep, your dealer for the people. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats.
Welcome here to Halftime Show. Kyle Benedict here. We got halftime. As we said in the pregame, it was going to be a close one here between Bradshaw Mountain and Mingus. And going into the halftime, we got Mingus 7. And right at the end, before heading in the locker room, Bradshaw comes and drives pretty much the length of the field, puts 3 on the board. And it's a tight one, as we said. We saw a little pressure on the quarterback, as we've been seeing all year from the Mingus Marauders defense. We saw the offense of Bradshaw really doing stuff in the air. They had a couple drop passes, a couple completed passes really towards the end there on that last drive, including that one where the quarterback was just kind of scrambling back there, avoiding some Marauders defense in the backfield, doing what he can, going deep, completing a pass which set them up to really score and put this ball into the end zone and have it tied up going into halftime. But the Marauders had a nice defensive stand there to only give up 3 points, the field goal, but that's going to do it. So, 7-3 heading into halftime. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the halftime show.
Wake up and live Moss at your local Cottonwood Taco Bell. The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the Biscuit Taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Cinnabon Delights, and fresh brewed 100% Colombian coffee. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell. Located on 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, it is a good one. We talked about it in the Vinny's Pizza pregame report. Both defenses stellar. The team that would make the least amount of mistakes would win this game. And so far, Mingus has made mistakes. However, they've been able to overcome them with one big 45-yard breakaway by a Curso that has been the difference in the game. One long drive right at the end of the half by the Bradshaw Bears. Mingus has had 2 long drives. One ended in a fumble for the Mingus Marauders at the 9-yard line. The other one, a missed 37-yard field goal. And the long drive for the Bradshaw Bears ended in the field goal. Wow, this one's tight. I told you it would be.
Yeah, it is tight. We're seeing even both teams capitalizing on some of their mistakes, but really, Mingus had the opportunity on their opening drive to get down the field and get on the board early. They end up doing so first with that nice run by a Curso, but on that play especially, and a few tonight, we've seen the offensive line really putting in work and opening the holes for the defenses. There you see a Curso, that huge hole up the middle, and he's off to the races and just beating all of the Bradshaw defensive players there and getting into the end zone. So capitalizing on some of their mistakes, had a few, but they're up 7-3 going into halftime.
Well, that is key, and I guarantee you this one is long from over. Both of these coaching squads are talking to their players right now because of missed opportunities. We talked about Bradshaw with some dropped passes, okay? Mingus on a trick play had Tristan Clark downfield. Yeah. Literally by himself. You couldn't have had him more open, literally by 25 yards. Meyer on a trick play overthrew him. Wonder if the wind added an extra 2-3 yards to that pass as it was thrown up, tried to run under it, and that could have been a huge play. very easily, either one of these squads could have more points on the board, but the defenses have held so far, and it's been absolutely spectacular. This has been a fun game.
Yeah, and you can see on the field, I mean, you look at both of these teams, there's a little talking going on, but it's just that friendly competition of teams that play each other year in and year out. But it's been exciting. You can feel that extra energy, not only here in the booth, in the stands, but also on the field.
Well, it's going to be interesting when we get into some of the stats as we go through the Oxendale, Chrysler, Dodge, and a Jeep halftime report. Travis Reed is in the stadium. We're going to have him join us here. We'll take a little bit of his look on it and see what the nervousness is in the crowd area here at Mingus Union High School when we return right after this.
At Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, we believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car today.
Hi, I'm Matt Oxendale. I offer solutions to the everyday problems that keep most people stuck in a car they hate. Hey guys.
Hey Matt. Last time we were here to buy a car, my wife and I could shop on the lot while our kids were in the play area and watched after. It's for our family and also for our business, and they've always been able to find exactly what we've been looking for.
Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, a dealer for the people.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Cheerleading, tumbling, gymnastics.
We are Flip City Gym.
We have classes for boys and girls of all ages and skill levels.
Flip City Gym offers competitive co-ed cheerleading with world champion coaches.
Ask about tumbling and gymnastics.
Or our health and fitness-based academic preschool.
The only one of its kind in Northern Arizona.
Enjoy open gym Fridays and Saturdays. Stop by for your free class or find out more at flipcitygym.org.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Marauders on top of the Bradshaw Bears. Section play underway, 7-3. Travis Reed is along with us from Oxendale, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. What is the feel in the crowd out there today?
Well, this is a good game. There's a little bit of tension in the crowd out here. Both teams are playing really tough, and we're just waiting to see who's going to take control of the game in the second half.
Doses of nitroglycerin may be required, right?
I think both teams need to do some adjustments, and the team that makes a better adjustment is going to come out in the second half and win this game.
Because it's a one-score game. It's anybody's game.
Absolutely.
So Mingus had its opportunities inside the red zone twice and unable to capitalize. Capitalized once, and a penalty brought it back.
And the same thing happened to Bradshaw coming down right before half. Had an opportunity to score on that third down, and hard throw, not a great catch, and so we sit at 7-3.
It has been good. It has been a fantastic opportunity. Hey, talk about events, and I know you guys have events all the time.
We do. We have an event. We have a monthly theme every month. And we try to put fun back in the car buying experience.
I Follow this one. How about the Fall Festival coming up at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds with Pumpkin Chunkin'?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, you get to launch pumpkins, right?
I've seen that show on TV. I hope these are a little bit more well built than some of those ones I've seen on television.
I don't know. It is an amateur event, you know?
I'm going to steer clear. No, we'll be there. It'll be a good time.
That should be an absolute one. Now, do we get to throw pumpkins at the dealership?
We don't get to throw pumpkins at the dealership. Well, if you bring one in, maybe we'll let you throw one at me after you make your deal. But,
got it.
No, every month we like to have some fun. We have a theme this month, obviously, with Halloween.
Yes.
We've decorated the showroom with spider webs and spiders, and we've got candy everywhere. We've got pumpkin keychains. We've got fake vampire teeth. We got it all. But more importantly, we have an invitation mail piece going out this month where someone in the Verde Valley could win gas for the rest of their life.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. This is a big event that we've got going on, and one lucky winner.
Like petroleum.
Petroleum, yes, fuel for your car that makes it go.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, you do have to come in though and see if you are the lucky winner. But in addition to that, we've got a huge Drive for 8 campaign, which means for $8 down, you can be driving a nicer, newer car.
Are you serious?
$8 down, yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah, and that's just one of the events we've got going on. We're always giving more money for trades right now with the Drive for 8 events, 120% of Kelley Blue Book value. In addition to that, we've got huge rebates up to $5,000 on quad cab trucks and many, many more. The savings do not stop.
So less than 3 gallons of gas is a down payment.
Less than $3, yes, unless you're using Supreme like I am. It's right about the same amount.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the event, and we have our goal. We know that there's some people out there that don't have the greatest credit history, maybe have some problems in the past, but our goal is 100% credit approval for this event that's coming up. You need to check your mailboxes and look for that because it's coming up here real soon. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. We want everybody to come in. If you got a problem with your older vehicle, maybe it breaks down on you. Maybe it's costing you too much money to maintain. Maybe it does use too much fuel and it's too expensive. Who knows? Whatever that problem is, come in. We'll get you into a nicer, newer car and for $8 down this month.
That is a fantastic offer, and certainly appreciate that. And with the Halloween, there's lots of candy?
Lots of candy.
That's what I heard.
Well, we started off with 100 pounds of candy.
Ooh.
Now our trusted automotive advisors, aka salespeople, have dug into it. So you better hurry while there's still some candy left. Forget about the cars. Come down and get some Laffy Taffy while supplies last.
Oh, man, that sticks to fillings. Holy cow, brings back good memories.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break here. Halftime, the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge and a Jeep halftime report. Travis Reed along with us. We'll return to Mingus Union High School. Mingus up 7-3. We'll be back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Wake up and live Moss at your local Cottonwood Taco Bell. The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the Biscuit Taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Cinnabon Delights, and fresh brewed 100% Colombian coffee. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell. Located on 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
This has been the Oxendale Dodge Chrysler Jeep Halftime Report. We'll meet you back on the air as exciting Mingus Marauder football returns for half number 2 right after this.
At Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, we believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car today.
Hi, I'm Matt Oxendale. Other dealers will tell you how great they are, but at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, our customers do the talking for us.
I've been buying from Oxendale for the last 10 to 15 years.
I always get good service, and I know I can shop locally here and get the same deal I'm going to get anywhere, and appreciate the fact that you can buy locally and get taken care of here.
Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, a dealer for the people.
Union High School, the Marauders at halftime up by a score of 7-3, 24 minutes left, and those precious ticks will make, will decide. We talked about it in pregame how important this particular game is, not only for the Yavapai Cup between Bradshaw, Mingus, and Prescott, but first section game, and the winner of this game could have the inside track to playoffs and the section victory. Last we heard, Prescott was leading Coconino. I'll try to get a score on that one for you. And Sedona was over Gray Hills by a score of 48-0 is what we have heard. About a minute left to go before we get the teams out here for the second half. Let's look at the first half stats. Let's start with the visiting Bradshaw Bears as Bondrick is 5 for 14 here in the first half. 83 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions though. Taro, the most important catch of the game, one reception, 46 yards, and that set up their field goal, putting them on the board. 125 yards of total offense, 83 in the air, 42 yards on the ground for the visiting Bradshaw Bears. Let's take a look at the Mingus Marauders here for the first half. Mingus has dominated offensively and has done particularly well.
Yeah, you look at Alec Pfeiffer right there, 7 carries for 36 yards, 5.1 yards a carry. Accurso, 5 for 76 yards and 1 touchdown. That big touchdown that put Mingus on the board first and now keeps them ahead 7-3. But Accurso with 76 yards and that 1 touchdown. Really huge rushing total for Mingus on offense, 185 rushing yards. No passing yards. We saw them try it a couple times, especially with that trick play to Meyer. Had Clark wide open downfield, was unable to complete that pass. So 185, that's the total rushing yards and total offense.
Mingus is going to get the ball first here in the second half as Tomeo will kick off for the Bradshaw Bears. Mingus will have a opportunity to set a return, see if there's any trickery in store for the second half. Nope. Ball is kept deep, and the Mingus Marauders will take it at about the 18-yard line. Clark finds him, lane up the middle, starts to break it away, and then just gets wrapped up. Number 6, Timothy Young with a touchdown-saving tackle up the middle. Holy cow.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a great way to start off for the Marauders, and a nice job by Young to just hold on and bring him down, like you said, probably saving a touchdown there. He's got the nice way up the middle there, so great blocking. Looked like for a second he was going to be able to kind of break out of Young's grip there, but he holds on and brings him down.
Fist full of jersey, and Mingus has the ball at their own 41-yard line to start the second half. Accurso in motion, and Upham slips out of a tackle who was almost riding him. 7 yards, 5 yards downfield, and a free ride for John Trout. Man, that's a 2-ticket kid at 250 pounds. So Jordan Upham almost got caught in the backfield. Really did, but made 5 yards out of nothing. A magician quarterback. How about that? Wing formation, 2 receivers on the right. Accurso in motion again. Pitch goes to him. Accurso, little running room, has got the first down, driven out of bounds across midfield to the 48-yard line of the visiting Bears.
A lot of success in the first half with that pitch play to the outside, and they started right again here to open up the second half, and that picks up the first down for Mingus.
Give him 7 on the carry. Accurso now 83 yards in the game, and the Mingus Marauders have done exceptionally well, having 100-yard backs for the Mingus during the course of the game. And the Mingus Marauders set up shop in Bradshaw territory. Second back gets the ball out to the outside. A spin move gets him extra yards, and down close to a first down. Near and inside of the 40-yard line goes Accurso.
Beautiful spin move there to kind of thrust him forward a little bit before he just had 4 or 5 Bears on top of him getting mauled there. And nice pickup, running the ball hard, and Mingus moving the ball really well to start the second half.
39-yard line for the Bradshaw Bears. Second and a short one for the Marauders. Upham takes it, up the middle it goes, and Pfeiffer should have the first down by a good solid 3-4 yards. And he pops up, hands the ball off, says my job's done. Hopefully I'll get the ball again next. And Mingus moves the chains, 36-yard line. Mingus, by the way, do you remember a time where football teams huddled?
Not tonight. I mean, geez, right out of the gate, Bradshaw comes and they're rushing the offense and setting the tone. But no, you're seeing that a lot. Trying to that quick offense and keep the defense on their heels.
Upham's going to throw the ball. He's got a receiver wide open near side. The catch is made down to the 15-yard line. Is Accurso, and Budrick makes the tackle, and Accurso out of the backfield finds open territory in the first completion of the game for the Mingus Marauders.
You look at the replay, a little underthrown. Accurso turns around, and the ball sneaks over Budrick's head there, and nice concentration by Accurso to bring that one in. And there you go, first completion in the air for the Marauders, and it's a big one now knocking on the door.
When that ball's in the air, do you ever kind of yell at it? Come on, get here, get here, get here. Man, up the middle for the Mingus Marauders. Pfeiffer with the ball up the middle, and a short gain of about 2. Tries the left side of the offensive line out there. And keeps the clock rolling. 7:26 left to go. Mingus up 7-3, third quarter action. Inside the red zone are the Marauders at about the 12-yard line.
Well, they were about at this point on their very first drive of the game before a fumble on a bad exchange by the quarterback and running back.
And Mingus will run the ball off tackle this time.
Number 10.
And Upham will keep it himself and get inside the 10-yard line. This is where the running gets tough. You run out of green, you know what I mean? You don't get to spread it out as much.
Yeah, you really do, and that's one thing that the Marauders offense is really good at doing, is spreading the offense out. We see with that pitch play to the outside, that's just meant to spread out the defense. And back here, when everyone's bunched up into 10, 15 yards, it makes that difficult.
Anderson far out to the right. Upham hit from behind, looking to throw. His man wasn't open, and a sack, the third sack in the game for the Bradshaw Bears, and it brings up fourth down now at about the 14-yard line. Meyer coming out to possibly try the field goal again for the Mingus Marauders.
With the sack, number 22, Alec Price again. He had one in the first half and a couple hurries on Upham. He was just untouched off of the edge.
Mingus goes for the field goal attempt. This one is up, and it is good. 7:55 left to go, and Meyer puts in a 31-yard field goal for a 10-7 lead for the Mingus Marauders. Will return to Mingus Union High School right after this.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 12 years in a row in Cottonwood and 8 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
The Mingus Marauders kick it deep. The Bradshaw Bears bringing it across the 20, across the 25, across the 30, the 40. They've got him contained, but he gets across midfield and making a fantastic job. Angel Gonzalez with a better than 50-yard, no, just about a 50-yard return, puts the Bradshaw Bears with starting position on the Mingus side of the field at the 49-yard line.
Well, that is exactly what Bradshaw needed there on that kick return, down 10-3 with 7:45 left in the third quarter. Real quick, we got a score update from Prescott Cocoa. Prescott at halftime, 41-6 over Coconino.
Man in motion, and they don't give it to him. Bundrick going deep. He's got a man up top, overthrows him, and on the coverage was Upham. Pretty decent coverage, but about a half a step. Interesting, both squads come out trying to get the ball downfield. They're going to take their shots.
Well, the first half it was so close, and we saw missed opportunities on both sides. So really, you see both squads trying to get that upper hand. Really, no team, I would say, has that upper hand. Obviously, Mingus ahead 10-3, but really not dominating this game yet, and really neither team is.
One tight end, two receivers to the right. Shotgun again all night long. It's been that way. The snap is off, and it hits the quarterback in the face. And coming up with the ball is Tyler Kelly. He was not calling for the snap, and it was snapped. And Mingus will get the ball back at the 42-yard line.
Look at that. He just shoots out of a canyon, Tyler Kelly. Once he sees that ball go off of the quarterback's face mask, he is on it and gets there before Bundrick can fall on it. And there we go. Big turnover. As we saw, you talked about it, Jackie. Bradshaw really trying to move the ball and make that big play there early. Unfortunately, off the face of their quarterback, and Kelly comes up with the ball. Now Mingus on their side of the 50-yard line.
Double tight formation for the Mingus Marauders. They run it up the middle. Pfeiffer gets tripped up and falls forward for a gain of about 4, close to 4.5.
Okay, so now we'll see if Mingus three times, unable to punch the ball in for a touchdown while they're in the red zone. They start with good field position here on Bradshaw's side of the 50. We'll see if they can get in and put 6 on the board instead of, a field goal or a turnover.
Double tight again, 2nd and 6 for the Mingus Marauders. Wing formation. Man in motion. First back through, picks it up, gets hit hard, but hangs on to the ball. He'll get across the 35-yard line, and Mingus just playing smash mouth football. 34-yard line becomes the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1 for the Mingus Marauders. Approaching 6.5 minutes. Mingus with a 7-point lead here in the third quarter. And there's a jump coming across the line. Contact is made. Number 72 for the Marauders taking the hit, and that is Jordan Taylor. And boom! Oh, that's going to leave a bruise on the left buttocks.
Yeah, that's Tristan Stepp, number 68 for Bradshaw, jumping early and just bulldozing the offensive lineman of the Marauders. And you could hear the crowd, at least we could, everyone doing that, ooh, ah, nobody else moving but the guy knocking over your offensive lineman.
Free first down for the Mingus Marauders. Compliments of Mingus taking the blow, one for the team. Upham takes the snap, and he'll keep it. He'll get ridden down by 2 Bears. I guess he was double clawed, and holy cow, did you see that? Number 77, John Trout, picked up Upham in literally 2 hands, like he was just lifting, weights.
Look, did you see that play, though? I mean, he sheds off of the dive, and once he realizes he doesn't get the ball, he goes right to Upham and just picks him up.
Well, that's good. I mean, I like that. Upham will lose about a yard on the play. And Mingus, no huddle offense again. Upham with 24 yards, lots of negative sack yards. And he'll hand that one up off the middle. Pfeiffer running and gunning hard. The pile goes backward, but forward progress is going to be out to about the 21-yard line. You got the near side judge calling it at the 21-yard line. The far side judge was at the 26. I wonder if they saw the same play.
Well, he got stood up and stopped after really trying to get what he could. He has a nice pickup, and then all of a sudden the pile starts moving back. But with the forward progress, it's a very nice pickup for the Marauders.
7 yards. They go with the near line judge for the Mingus Marauders. Double tight again. Accurso comes into motion, and the Bears jump again, and not happy with himself on the far sideline is one of the Bears. And that's going to give a first down once again to the Mingus Marauders into the accursed red zone where nobody has been successful out here today.
Yeah, I think number 22, Alec Price, was that Bradshaw player that you were saying really upset with himself. He was over Accurso, and once Accurso went into motion, I believe he went in motion too.
Up the middle go the Marauders once again. Off tackle, great push by the Mingus Marauder offensive line. And Pfeiffer has been the workhorse. Mingus eating, chewing clock, and the ball down to about the 12-yard line. Call it 2nd and a long 5 for the Mingus Marauders.
Okay, well, right here, 2nd and 5. Mingus really wants to get into the end zone here, as they've kind of had a little bit of trouble doing that so far tonight. Looking to do it right now.
There's the handoff, comes to the near side. Pfeiffer breaks one tackle, spins off, and he is inside the 10. For the second time, Mingus has been down here, down to about the 6-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down. Move the chains.
I tell you what, Alec Pfeiffer running the ball hard as he's been doing all season.
Whoa, there's a flag on the field, though, and we got to await the call here. This could be huge.
Ladies and gentlemen, a snap.
And they are going to pick up the flag and put it back in the pocket. They are going to move the ball half the distance to the goal line. So the ball is now at the 3-yard line for the Mingus Marauders. 1st and a goal. 4:16 left to go. Third quarter action. Mingus up 10-3, trying to make it a 2-score game. Clark goes in motion. And the Mingus Marauders back out of it. Check the wrist. And go back to it. Double tight once again are the Marauders. And in motion we go. Pfeiffer up the middle. Should have it. Into the end zone. Yes, Alec Pfeiffer. Late flag after the play. I believe I saw the touchdown given. Yes, the touchdown counts. 5:56 left to go, and Mingus puts a 6 on the board, and the cannon should be echoing soon. But we're going to wait for the play. All right, unsportsmanlike against Bradshaw. And that is going to, well, now that'll be interesting. Do they want it on the extra point attempt and go for 2, or do you want it on a kickoff? Normally, you can go on the kickoff with it. Either way, Pfeiffer.
Yeah, the touchdown counts.
Counts, yes. Pfeiffer, 3-yard dash up the middle, puts his squad up. 16-3, the extra point forthcoming. Meyer, snap, kick, up, good. 17-3, the Mingus Marauders now up by 14 over the reigning champions from the section. The Bradshaw Bears will return to Mingus Union High School right after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Myers sets the ball up on the 45, the other 45, and he says, "Are you sure, sir? This is awfully close." Now, Mingus has the choice. You squib it and try to cover it, or you kick it way into the end zone and just try to pin Bradshaw deep. The choice is deep and out of the end zone. Oh, almost through the uprights. Meyer almost put that one through the uprights from the 45-yard line, and they'll start at the 20.
I tell you what, going back to that touchdown by Alec Pfeiffer, well-deserved. Glad to see him get the touchdown on that one. Tell you what, that whole drive, he ran the ball. He was the workhorse of that drive. He runs harder than his size. 5'10", 170 pounds. He runs much more, 160 pounds, excuse me. He runs much heavier than that, but he came into tonight with 225 rushing yards, only 1 touchdown. Tack 1 onto that, so he has 2 on the season, and he was averaging before tonight's game. That'll go up tonight, but 7.8 yards a carry.
Long ways from over is this one. 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Mingus up 17-3. Handoff up the middle. Castro, good gain on first down out of the spread offense, and he'll give his squad 5 to start with and get the clock rolling.
All proceeds.
Castro with those 5 yards, 29 yards on the game so far on 10 carries. Now, we saw a hurry-up offense from the Bradshaw Bears down by 14. They're going to be in super hurry-up offense, I imagine. There's the snap. Quick throw to the near side. It's a first down. Slips a tackle and down the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. He could go all the ways at the 15, 10. Bradshaw strikes back just like that, a 75-yard touchdown pass to Camino, number 1, or pardon me, no, that's number 4. That is Daniel Otero, and he has got over 100 receiving yards, and Mingus, who defensively had been near perfect, slips on that one.
Yeah, well, a couple missed tackles there really hurt Mingus on that one, and you were correct the first time, Jackie. That was Brandon Camino there.
Oh, it was.
And, you know, that's what we do. They saw a couple drop passes for Bradshaw really hurt them in the first half, and you got to think that was part of the message by their coach at halftime.
The kick up and no good. Coming in was Kelly. Pete Kelly did not appear to get a hand on that one because he came from the left, and it was no good to the left. How big could that extra point be? 17-9 our score, and in just a matter of ticks, Bradshaw able to bring it back. There's the kick. There's the hold. Kelly got over the top of it, did not get a hand on it, and it was wide to the left. 17-9. Here our score in the third quarter, 3:15. I told you it was a long way from over, and Bradshaw comes back and immediately scores.
Wow, well, that was a huge play. That was really needed by Bradshaw. I mean, they were going for that big play in the opening drive for this half. Ended up taking a ball right off the face mask by their quarterback, and then Mingus was able to jump on it. But here, nice little short pass to Camino, and he does the rest with his feet. A couple missed tackles by the Mingus Marauders defense, and he's off to the races down the sideline for a touchdown.
And there's the kickoff, kind of pooched in the middle. Mingus will take it at the 20, coming to the near side, running over a would-be tackler, pushing the pile out to the 35-yard line, and Mingus will have decent starting position right there.
That's number 7, Tyler Kelly, on the hard kick return there, and seeing a couple hard runs here to open up the half by Mingus. You got to think, like we were saying, they're really coming out of the locker room. No team had the upper hand other than Mingus with the lead 7-3 at halftime, but really both teams trying to make a statement here and take control of this game. And this is what you love about games like this, is this close matchup, back and forth. A little talking going on the field, but that's just the competitive nature of this game.
Mingus lines up for smash mouth football once again. There's the man in motion. They hand the ball up the middle, and picking up another 3 yards is Alec Pfeiffer. Give him 2. He's going to earn every bruise he receives out here today. Oh, Pete Kelly, I'm sorry, with the run and his first run. So apparently they're going to give Pfeiffer a little time off from the bruises, right?
Well, you know, you got to see, he's a fighter. He's over there on the sideline right now just waiting for coach to kind of point towards the field so he can go back out there.
And up the middle again, the Mingus Marauders go. Another good run for Mingus, and they'll bring it down to a 3rd and 2. And it is Kelly getting the ball again for the Mingus Marauders. He hasn't had a lot of carries during the course of the year, so giving him an opportunity here. 3rd and 1. Maybe no. 3rd and 2. Mingus with the ball at the 43-yard line. Double tight. Wing again. Go the Marauders. Man in motion, and Mingus moved. And the right guard for the Marauders leaning forward. Hardy couldn't keep on his toes, and that'll back up the Mingus Marauders 5, bringing up a 3rd and about 7 now.
Well, Pete Kelly getting a couple touches here on this drive. You mentioned not too many carries so far this season. He coming into tonight 5 for 35 yards, but making the most out of his opportunities here in the third quarter. As we got about 1:45 left in the third quarter, flying by.
Only the third penalty against the Marauders this game so far. Accurso in motion. Upham's going to keep it himself. He springs forward and near to the 50 and the first down. And what a burst of speed from the young quarterback senior from Mingus, Marauder land.
Well, look at that block by Clark up there. Upham looked like he wanted to go outside, saw the nice block by Clark, and just turned it upfield for a big gain.
Ball up at the 50-yard line, so Mingus, the nose of the ball, if any, in Bradshaw territory. Mingus able to score on their last drive, a 3-yard dive, puts the Mingus Marauders, put them up 17-3. A quick strike by Bradshaw coming back the other way, made it 17-9. Mingus with the snap, and up the middle goes the Marauder, the back in the backfield. Second man coming, I saw the blocker, and Kelly had the ball, and they're going to give him forward progress for about 2. So back to Bears territory we go with about 1 minute left to go in the third quarter.
I'd like to thank Cottonwood Taco Bell, Liv Moss, and Jackson Hewitt, Rice Accounting, locations across all of northern Arizona, as well as Larry Green Chevrolet, the People Place.
Mingus going double tight the entire second half. There's the snap. Handoff comes up the left side. Kelly cannot get away from the would-be blocker or tackler. Gonzalez gets a hold of that ankle, won't let it go, and no gain on the play as he tried to bounce it to the outside. 3rd and 8 are the Marauders. They don't have to snap the ball here. They could waste out the clock for the entire rest of the third quarter, which is 18 seconds. That sounded much more dramatic than it was, right? Mingus sets up with 14 left to go. They could get another playoff if they want to. Upham looks up, left, right. And we'll take the snap. He'll keep it. No, he'll pitch it to the outside. Kelly makes one man miss and will end up losing a yard on the play. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9 from the 49-yard line.
Well, it looked like there Upham was just kind of under center, waiting and waiting. Clock got to about 3 seconds before he snapped it.
He was making sure that was the last play of the third quarter. 4:48, the chants abound through the crowd here at Mingus Union High School. Mingus up 17-9. We'll return for fourth quarter action right after this.
Can participate.
Digitel, a Verizon Premium Wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon Premium Wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Mingus chooses on 4th and 9 to punt. And Meyer put that ball at about the 2-yard line. And
catching this one again.
Yeah, tried to catch it at the 2-yard line and then ends up just knocking it out of the back of the end zone. They call it a touchback.
Well, we saw him catch one earlier at about the 5-yard line, and he didn't really pick up much. Marauders were downfield and tackled him, and then now with that, when you do that, you're not really helping your offense out. that much, but this one goes back, and he's kind of lucky that it goes out of the back of the end zone.
Bradshaw has been in multiple close games so far this season. They probably are more experienced in close games. They've got the ball, a spread offense. Bundrick looking to pass, fires the ball to the far side of the field. Receiver at the 32, no good.
Well, we've seen tonight Bundrick, he's got that arm, right there. I mean, for our TV viewers, the strong pass. Whenever he has time to sit back in the pocket, his 3-step drop and step into that throw, he's throwing a bullet. I mean, he comes into tonight leading the section in passing yards by a lot. 715 coming into tonight over Ryan Greeny, 449 of Prescott. So 715 tonight for coming into tonight for Bundrick in the air.
He and Castro in the backfield. There's the snap. No, it's not Castro. He's gonna try to run it himself and gets tripped up. Pete Kelly was there, but he does not get the tackle. And getting up with the tackle is his brother, Tyler Kelly.
Nice.
Bundrick will pick up one, running it up the middle.
Kelly.
Well, speaking of the Kelly brothers, looking at the stat leaders here in the section, Pete and Tyler Kelly are 3 and 4 in sacks in the section.
Man in motion now. They do not give it to him. Bundrick going deep. Downfield, he's got a man. Tries to cut into the ball or the man. Camino was the intended receiver, and Bundrick launched that one up in the air. A good solid 40 yards.
Beautiful coverage by Upham downfield, staying right in the hip of Camino there. And incomplete pass, but we've seen a few times tonight the Marauders' downfield coverage has been great, and we haven't really seen too much of it so far this season because their offense is either creating havoc in the backfield and the opponents aren't able to get it off, but tonight, a lot of success.
There's the punt. Mingus puts on a little pressure. It's going to take a big bounce. Picked up on the bounce. Coming to the near side is Clark. Clark trying to go across field and around. Oh, he had a block, had a lane, and will get caught at about the 50-yard line. Call it the 49 flag on the field, though, which it might come back. Staberiff a little dinged up coming off the field here, and he's going to get to the near side and come down and take a knee. And we're going to see what the call is here. The ball actually got to the 44-yard line. Tristan Clark had that lane, tried to cut back and bounce around. I think he was better inclined to cut inside, but nonetheless wouldn't have mattered. This one is going to come back and be a 10-yard variety penalty against the Mingus Marauders. Now it'll be on their side of the field at the 45 for a block in the back.
Yeah, one of the Marauders getting nabbed for holding there, backs him up. But like you said, yeah, Clark had a lane up the field. I think he saw, he had one blocker to his left, and I think he tried utilizing that block, and when he went to go make that cut to his left, there was another Bradshaw player there, and so he was kind of, at that point, backed up and tried going around him and was tackled.
Mingus, once again, two receivers to the right. Pitch comes to the near side and escaping one tackler, driving the legs, and then getting encompassed is a Curso, and he'll have about 7 yards. Let's take a look at the Arizona Smile Designer fan cam out here tonight, and cheering on the Mingus Marauders and big smiles in the crowd. The Arizona Smile Designers fan cam. Of course, they are on Willard, and you want to check out their website, azsmiledesigners.com. Everything from cleanings to the real serious stuff. They do it all at Arizona Smile Designers. One place to go. Mingus with the ball, second and third. Second back through, and it does not go anywhere this time. Mingus has done well on that one. The little reverse and misdirection. Clark could not get out of the grasp of the Bears. I believe it was big number 77 out there. John Trout brings him down for a loss of about 4.
Yeah, that one really didn't have much of a shot from the beginning. I mean, right when the ball was snapped, great penetration by the defensive line to get back there and blow up that play, actually for a loss of yardage.
Close game out here, 17-9, 8-point game, third down and a long 7. Two receivers to the left for the Mingus Marauders. Man in motion, and Mingus will give it up to the first back through. And could that be Pfeiffer putting a bid in for the Digital Player of the Game? How huge was that run? And that is awfully close to a first down.
I'll tell you what, Pfeiffer hit that hole hard. I mean, he hit that hole. It looked like, with that play, they faked that dive so much that when you get it, it's before you know it, he's upfield. I mean, he's upfield 4 or 5 yards, picking up the first down, taking a big hit with it, and Pfeiffer just continuing to run the ball extremely hard and extremely well and effective tonight.
We want to thank the camera crew out here tonight for the Mingus Marauders and Verde Valley TV. And first down, Mingus by about a half of the ball. Rick Foreman, Joey Kwiatkowski, Abby Kwiatkowski doing a fine job for this camera crew for the Mingus Marauders, and John Stabe has all of our plays and our second views
together, all that.
Oh, love it. Mingus, first down. Bradshaw, part of the field, and Pfeiffer will get the ball again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bears. And that's a lot of Bears on you.
That's never a good sentence to hear when you're part of it.
No. Pfeiffer picks up one.
Also want to thank Ashley Kay back in the studio for all you radio listeners. That's thanks to Ashley making sure we come up and go down appropriately.
Here today, Pfeiffer now has 79 yards on 16 carries. Accurso 1 yard away from another century game, 100-yard mark. Man in motion for the Mingus Marauders and running, keeping the ball there. Handed off up the middle, and Pfeiffer will run it again. A good push by Pfeiffer once again. Give him a good solid, 5 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 4. Mingus playing smash mouth football once again with the Bradshaw Bears, and they're eating up clock. 4th quarter, now under 8 minutes left to go. Close wing back is Clark. Upham takes the snap and hands it up the middle. Breaking it through is Pfeiffer. A great block by Jordan Vincent. Blows open the hole, and Pfeiffer picks up the first down and a whole bunch more. Give him 26.
Again, that offensive line creating the hole, and like you said, Jordan Vincent, you got so many people contributing to the success of that play. Of course, Pfeiffer bursting through the line with that speed and that aggressiveness that he has, and great pickup there by the Marauders. And again, the clock continues to move here with that rush.
That was a backbreaker. The Bears thought that they may have had the Mingus Marauders stopped, and Pfeiffer up the middle. Jordan Vincent, the key block for the Marauders. And here we go. Oh, broken play, and it looks like Upham's going to keep it and bend backward, lose about a yard. I hate that. You turned around. Where's my back?
You see here, he's under center, takes a snap. Pfeiffer went to the left. Upham turned to his right to hand the ball off, and but luckily he decides it's a broken play, tucks the ball, protects the ball first. That's what you got to do. It's so easy when you have a broken play like that to make a bad decision. Upham did not do so. He tucks the ball and just takes the hit for a loss, but it's only about a loss of 1.
Crowd getting into it. Mingus now 2nd and 11. The ball at the 16-yard line of the Bradshaw Bears, and Upham has to keep it himself, as there was way too much penetration. The Bears brought it all. I think there was a kitchen sink out there.
35, Angel Gonzalez, for Bradshaw, shedding the tackle and making the play on, or shedding the block and making the tackle on Upham there. Angel Gonzalez, 5'7", 160, got through that line pretty quickly, and like I said, shed that block and was right there to make the tackle.
8-point lead for the Mingus Marauders, 17-9. 6 minutes left to go. 3rd and a long 10. Upham takes the snap. He will take it himself and curve around the middle, but there is a flag. They'll pick up 3, and it'll be interesting to see if this flag is against Mingus. It was thrown in a anti-offensive type position. They're going to discuss this one, see if this actually holding against Mingus. Now, does this take Mingus potentially out of field goal range?
Well, we saw them miss one earlier this year. It definitely makes it a little less comfortable than the position they were in before this penalty.
50 yards in penalties against the Mingus Marauders. One penalty took points off the board for Mingus. So that's going to bring the ball back to the 24-yard line. Now, I think Meyer still got plenty of leg. It is 3rd and 20 now, 3rd and 20. 5:50 left to go. And you wonder whether Mingus tries to put the ball up in the air here or just tries to get another 6-7 yards to give Meyer a better chance. Long pitch, near side. Clark has got to get to the outside, beats one man down the sideline and near the 10-yard line. And Clark's looking for somewhere to go. They're going to put the ball at the 12-yard line. So a pickup of 13 on the play and definitely put it in field goal position.
It really did. That was a nice job all around. Pitch to the right side again, that long pitch. And he had the block on the far outside cornerback thanks to the blocking by Accurso. And then there was another outside linebacker, was the only other guy on that side of the field that Clark had to take care of, and he did so with a nice stiff arm and picks up a big gain.
Tyler Keller, the holder. Meyer, the kick. It is up. The ball is good, and Meyer splits the uprights from the 19-yard line, a 29-yard field goal at 5:27 left to go, and Mingus goes up by 2 scores, 20-9. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Digitel, a Verizon Premium Wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon Premium Wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Mingus Marauders looking to kick off with a 11-point lead. This one is somewhat short, taken at the 10-yard line, across the 20 to the outside, cuts it back, and then is covered up at about the 34-yard line. Bradshaw down by 11, 2 scores, 5:21, has shown the ability to throw the ball long downfield. Camino, do you think he's going to be the target?
You know, I think so. Success already this second half. He seems to be their go-to guy. But yeah, like you said, they have the ability to strike early. That's why that field goal, making this game a two-point game, two-possession game, is huge, because this is an explosive offense who, like you said earlier, Jackie, has been in close games like this before. But yeah, you got to look for them to air it out here.
They beat Shadow Ridge by 2. Notre Dame by 1. They trail Mingus by 11. Bundrick with the snap, looking to throw. Throws across to about the 40-yard line, but it short hops the receiver. No good.
David
Otero, the intended receiver. And so far this game, Bundrick is 6 for 19. 6 for 19, 158 yards. 1 touchdown, the touchdown, and a 5-yard pass, 70-yard rack yards. Bundrick snaps the hands, throws to the far side, has an open man. Camino gets the ball, but will not be let go. And a great open field tackle out there by Stabrith keeps him contained. Camino just finds open area right at the 41-yard line. Stabrith will not. No, that's Pacheco. That's Pacheco on the open field tackle. 3rd and 2, quick throw, near side. He goes up for it, and it is broken up. So 4th down and 2. Bradshaw with the ball at the 41-yard line.
Okay, so this is a big play right here. You got to think, if you're Bradshaw, you're not too sure if you're going to be getting the ball back after this, with especially last drive, Mingus eating up a ton of clock with their running game.
Looks like they're going for it. They're going to hand the ball off. No, Bundrick will keep it himself. He'll have the first down for his squad. Get pushed back, and the clock will stop with 4:41 as they move the chains.
Well, Bundrick getting it done with his feet on a big 4th down play. We talked about him. He's at the top of the section, leading the section with 716 passing yards. He's also second in rushing yards.
Looking to take the snap here. He's looking to downfield, he'll throw to the outside, and it's picked off. No! It is bounced off and then captured in, and oh my gosh, what an incredible play. Pacheco went for the interception and missed it. The receiver, what incredible concentration, able to come down with the ball, cut underneath. It's tipped up, and Otero takes the ball downfield and then gets tripped up. So Bradshaw, first down now at the 35-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. Looking to throw the ball. Bundrick just tosses that one up. It's anybody's ball. It's picked off and then dropped. Hit from behind as he tried to bring it in was the Mingus Marauder safety out there.
Yeah, that was Upham who had a shot at it, but Pete Kelly in there putting pressure on Butnick, and then you see Upham jumping up, gets the highest point, has the ball in his hands, but when he comes down, he's hit from behind. And it is not an interception, but a nice play down there, and that's a dangerous pass by Butnick, even under pressure. That is a dangerous throw.
Yeah, that was a Hail Mary, and Mingus was looking for that one. Near side, caught, makes a move to the outside, dragged down, great yardage though. He'll be close to first down yardage, about 9 yards, maybe 10 on the play. And the little short quick pass works out for the Bradshaw Bears. They are going to move the chains.
Number 24, Ryan Shaver there on that reception. And those short, quick routes and those quick throws have really been working for them for most of the game. They had a couple drops on those routes early in the first half, and then success now.
Not using much clock. They try Camino on the near side. He catches it, tackle, drop the ball, and then ends up losing yardage. Able to cover it, though. Kelly on the tackle.
Again, looking at the replay, it was a little bubble screen there. Kelly making the tackle. He drops the ball, is able to pick it back up, and then Kelly not giving up and making the tackle. But two close opportunities for the Marauders to come away with a turnover here late in the fourth quarter as we just over 3 minutes left in this ball game.
They may have not called that a reception. All right, Bundrick back. He's throwing across the middle, had a man open. Actually found a lane. Camino found a lane amongst four Mingus Marauders, but it was overthrown. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 on the Mingus Marauder 25-yard line. Now, they have not taken much time. Still 3:57 left to go as Bradshaw has been pass happy.
Yeah, not much time taken off the clock at all because of the passing game right now.
Bundrick in shotgun. Back, he's got some pressure, throws to the far side. Reception made, but down very quickly. As number 5 with the reception, the Mingus Marauders, Accurso on the tackle. Short little out here.
Tackle made by number 20 once again.
Yeah, Accurso flying in, making that big tackle to stop that for a short gain.
4th and 5. How big is this play? Now, if you're Bradshaw, since you're down by 2 scores, would you go for the touchdown or the field goal at this point? They're from the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to line up. Trips right. They're going to go for it. Bundrick with the snap. He's got pressure. Throws across. He's got a man open. Near side and into the end zone goes Otero. David Otero, a 20-yard touchdown pass. Mingus brought the blitz and they beat it.
Yep, Mingus brought the house up the middle, off the edges, and nice job by Butnick just keeping his composure. As you see here, guys coming all over the place, getting back there. Butnick stays in the pocket and just completes the pass up the middle where all of those Mingus defenders were coming from. Nice poise by Butnick to stay in the pocket and deliver that pass.
So 20-15 now, and it looks like, Bradshaw's going to go for 2 here with 3:08 left to go. Now they're going to send a man out to the near side, so empty backfield for Bundrick. looking for somewhere to go, and he'll be sacked. There is the fumble on the play. Mingus can pick it up and run it for a safety and unable to do so, but Bundrick hit from behind. A flag down though.
Yeah, he didn't even see it coming off of the edge, and he was just hit from behind. I was trying to catch a number on it, but nice job by the Marauders. We've seen that pressure off of the edge all night, and it's really been working for them. Forcing the fumble and pick it up. But 20-16 here, 3:08 left in the fourth quarter.
2-point conversion, no good. So Mingus with a 5-point lead, a 5-point lead out here with 3:08 left to go. We're going to keep it here as Mingus is going to get the ball back. How key is it that Mingus run the ball, run the clock, win the game?
Yeah, well, right now it's these types of situations in close games where you have the ball with 4 minutes left. This is when you are really happy that you have a successful running game and a running game that you can really have that confidence in to finish out this game, especially when we've already seen the success tonight. I mean, you have Alec Pfeiffer, who this second half especially has just been running the ball so hard with that ball security, but at the same time picking up the chunks of yards that he needs to march down the field with the offense, and that's able to control the clock and keep it running, and really putting the pressure on Bradshaw, so they look to do the same thing here.
Would trickery be afoot with an onside with 3:08 left to go? Could that be? They spread out into what appears to be a normal kickoff arrangement. Man comes to the ball, and it is poof kick, and Mingus will pick it up, catch it. I sure hope so. Far side of the field at about the 35-yard line, and looks like catching that ball in the air would be Pollock. Woo! Big for the Mingus Marauders. Over the shoulder kick catch. How about this? Pollock catches it and then goes down immediately, hangs on to the ball, and I called it. Bradshaw trying a little trickery. So the 35-yard line becomes the starting point with 3:06 left to go. Bradshaw still with all 3 timeouts. This is a ton from over.
Yes, it really is. I mean, not even under 3 minutes left, and Mingus has the ball, and Bradshaw's defense has to have a stop here. They cannot let the Marauders' offense get any big chunks of yards. We'll see if they can do so. Meanwhile, Mingus trying to keep that ball security and the clock running.
Up the middle, the Mingus Marauders give it to Tristan Clark, the sure-handed young senior.
We'll take that.
We'll take 3 yards and a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them so I can get my pulse down. Look at the Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard. Says that fourth quarter, 2:59 left to go. Mingus is up by a score of 20-15. We'll return after this.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Mingus with the ball, 40-yard line. 4-yard carry for Tristan Clark sets up a 2nd and 6 from their own 40. Mingus goes back to the double tight. Bradshaw now down to 2 timeouts in this game, down by 5. Mingus with the snap. Up the middle, the Mingus Marauders go, and near first down. Could be a first down run out there for Pfeiffer, who is rapidly trying to become the Digital player of the game. Clock stops while they move the chains, which is not in the favor of Mingus.
An ideal play right there for Mingus. That's what they want to do right now. Give it to your back. Keep both hands on the ball like Pfeiffer just did, right up the middle. A nice hole for him, so he picks up a nice chunks of yardage in the first down, keeps the ball security. The clock moving as we're approaching 2:40 left in the fourth quarter.
All of a sudden, Jordan Vincent could also be putting his name in the hat for player of the game. That offensive line making some holes right up the middle. There's the snap. Pfeiffer will get hit. And it is stopped by the Bradshaw Bears after a gain of about 2. And Mingus takes a timeout to stop the clock with 2:20 left to go. Organizational timeout?
Yeah, maybe organizational timeout, or, Coach Young saw something that he doesn't like, or maybe doesn't look like they're really changing out personnel. Actually, Pfeiffer's coming off right now, talking to Coach Young.
Well, this will be interesting. See if we can actually catch that back. It appeared as though the far line judge called timeout and actually pointed at Mingus for the timeout. So the question is whether or not the timeout was actually Bradshaw's timeout or Mingus's timeout. Now, Bradshaw's timeout made more sense, right?
Yeah, stop the clock.
But they only have one left. Now, mind you, their last touchdown drive took them less than $1:30.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, they really did not take much time off the clock at all because they were just throwing the ball.
Notice Old Glory is not waving much. The wind has certainly died down out here at Mingus Union High School. Mingus up by 5, 20-14, under 3 minutes left to go in the game. There is movement. Mingus with a run up the middle, and going backward is Upham. Upham actually kept the ball himself and will lose yardage on the ground. They're going to mark the ball back behind the original line of scrimmage down to, actually back to the 44-yard line. So a 3rd and 13 and another timeout on the field. 2:15 left to go. And obviously Mingus wants to use as much clock as possible.
You got to pick up the first down here, though.
If they pick up the first down on a 3rd and 13, then Mingus could possibly run the clock out, assuming all 3 of those timeouts were Bradshaw's.
Yeah, so we'll see. This is a huge critical play for the Mingus Marauders as well as Bradshaw. I mean, Bradshaw gives up a big chunk of yards here, gives up a first down. They can pretty much start backing off a little bit, but here we go. 3rd and about 15, and Mingus looking to really pick up this crucial first down.
Mingus, 2 receivers to the near side. Bradshaw changing people out. I think they're expecting Mingus to put the ball up in the air. Accurso on the move, cuts back, up the middle, caught short, picks up about a yard, and the clock will continue to roll, but it comes up a 4th down now. 4th and 13. Accurso does not pick up a yard.
I tell you what, number 35, Angel Gonzalez, defensive back for Bradshaw. It almost looked like he knew that one was coming. He came off the edge, kept that outside contained. Even though he was blocked, he was there and forced the ball back inside. If you look at the replay right here, forces the ball back inside. He's off the edge right there. Forces it back up to where all of his buddies are, and they make the tackle. A big play there. Nice job by Angel Gonzalez.
Well, Mingus is letting the clock run, and will end up taking a timeout with just 1:29 left to go. Woo! They got a punt. We're going to take a break with them for the final 1:29 in this one. Mingus hanging on, a 20-15 lead over section rival. The Bradshaw Bears will return after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Back deep to take the punt, Angel Gonzalez. He's had some good returns so far. They're coming after the punt and getting the punt off, a decent one at about the 16-yard line. Gonzalez cuts one way, comes back the opposite way, trying to get to the corner and then out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So 1:17 left to go. No timeouts left, I think, for Bradshaw. And the Bears will have the ball with their own fate in their own hands.
Yeah, that was a good return there by Angel Gonzalez. Mingus lost outside contain a little bit as Gonzalez takes it about midfield and then runs off to the left side, and a nice gain. So they're going to have some time, about 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And you got to expect them again, just like last drive, to put the ball in the air.
Spread formation out here. Mingus in a 3-5. Bundrick takes the snap. Mingus is coming after him, looking to get downfield. He scrambles and throws the ball away. Got out of the tackle box. 1:12 left to go, 2nd and 10.
He had a couple Marauders back there chasing him from behind, forcing him to get rid of that ball. I believe you had Galloway back there as well as Cole Phelps.
Phelps came up the middle. The blitz was on. And a second down now. How is it 2nd and 5? Huh.
Maybe we couldn't see a receiver down there?
Didn't see a receiver actually catch that one. All right, out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Mingus is coming again. Bundrick running for his life. He's going to turn the corner, turn upfield, trip, and gets toppled, but stays in bounds. He gets the first down at the Mingus Marauder 47-yard line, but the clock is going to roll. 1:04 left to go, and they will stop the clock while they set the chains, and immediately right up to the line are the Bradshaw Bears. 1:02 left to go. New set of downs. Cornerback takes the throw and throws to the near side and caught, but staying in bounds is the receiver. 50 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 now left on the clock. Or 2nd and 5, 43 seconds left to go. Bundrick takes the snap, but we have a penalty, a motion penalty against the Bears. It'll cost him 5, but it stops the clock.
Stops the clock, yeah, you're right. 40 seconds even left in the fourth quarter. Backs them up right around midfield. They're actually on their own side of the midfield mark.
Spread formation. Bundrick takes the snap. He's got a little pressure. It's tipped at the line. Falls incomplete. 30 seconds left to go. 3rd and 10 with the Bears with the ball on the 48, their own 48-yard line.
Nice tip pass there. He was looking for a guy out in the flat towards the sideline there, and a Marauder was able to get his hand up and disrupt that pass.
Mingus playing 4 deep. 2 safeties now. Loading the line. 2 safeties. Deep for the Marauders. Bradshaw in the shotgun. There's the snap. Mingus trying to come get him. Throws the ball over the head of the receiver, Cuneo. The intended receiver, no flags on the play. 4th down, 4th and 10, 26 seconds left to go. And at halftime I told Travis nitroglycerin might be necessary. This is an exciting one. Glad you are along with us out here for Mingus Marauder football. Section play with the Bradshaw Bears. Here it is, 4th and 10. Quarterback back. Throws across the field. It is caught, but tackled immediately is Otero. He'll get the first down. They'll stop it at the 21 seconds left to go.
Running up to the line of scrimmage to get it set. Bradshaw down 20-15 here, 21 seconds left.
And Mingus will call timeout. Mingus had a player that couldn't get off the field in time, and Mingus will call a timeout with 19 seconds left to go and talk about prevent defense. 2 years ago, Bradshaw at Bradshaw beat Mingus 14-8. Last second opportunity, Mingus in the end zone, unable to connect. Could have been overtime. Extra point could have been a win for Mingus. That was 2 years ago. Here we are again. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. 1st down and 10 with 19 seconds left to go. Mingus with a 5-point lead, 20-15.
This is when you tell your defensive backs, your safeties, your corners, don't let anybody behind you, okay? They have to have a touchdown.
They do. However, with as quick as Bradshaw works, they could very well get 3 plays off here in this 21 seconds. Senior quarterback leading his squad down the field for the Bears. 3 receivers to the right. There's the snap. He's hit as he throws, and he throws it out of bounds. Wow. Threw that one directly out of bounds. 16 seconds now. 16 seconds.
He was hit by Cole Phelps there while he was trying to throw the pass. So again, pressure in the contact by the quarterback.
Here's the snap on the last play, and he just got grabbed.
Cole
16
Phelps
seconds
untouched.
left to go. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. There's the snap, looking downfield. He's got time, steps up in the pocket, looking to run, gets hit as he throws, has a man wide open down at the corner, thrown a little too much out of bounds. And Otero could not keep the hands together on the ball and the toes in bounds. 9 seconds left to go, incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Wow, well, Bundrick was scrambling around in the backfield, looking downfield while he was feeling the pressure by the Marauders behind him. Throws it to Otero down, who's at about the 1 or 2 yard line. And you could see him doing that tiptoe thing, trying to keep his feet in bounds while he was going to catch that one. And just a little out of his reach and out of bounds there. Wow.
Now, 3rd and 10, 9 seconds left to go. What did I tell you? They could get 3 plays off in 21 seconds. Mingus crowd supporting their defense out here today. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws near side. Tipped and then dropped. 4 seconds left to go. 4th and 10 now from the 36-yard line. Pacheco, pass defense out there. Got fingertips on it. Otero couldn't get the tip afterward. Mingus up by 5, 20-15. Now, finally, is this it?
You know, I think it is. I think this is when you take a shot, all or nothing here. I mean, 4 seconds left, 4th down.
And Mingus is going to take a timeout. Mingus is going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here with you. Mingus is going to take a timeout and talk about, once again, I want to remind everybody, nobody gets behind you, right?
Yeah, I mean, nothing behind you. They have to have a touchdown. You stop them at the 10-yard line, a field goal doesn't do it. They're down 20-15. They have to have a touchdown. Don't let anyone behind you.
Is this where you not want to? You don't want to play a nickel. You want to play like 8 defensive backs.
Defensive, yeah.
Right.
I mean, 2 down linemen.
Right.
Like, whatever you have to do to keep guys from getting behind you, especially into the end zone. Well, down here, this is it.
It's going to be Galloway, Scalf for the Mingus Marauders, and Jordan Vincent to put pressure. Whatever pressure they can. They're going 3 on the line.
6 guys.
2 linebackers, 6 back. And it looks like, yeah, they should probably go empty backfield, and they do. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, 4th and 10, 36-yard line. There's the snap. Bundrick pressured, gets out of it, scrambles, and covers the ball. Picked up. They give it back to him, and then tackled to end the game. No, he fumbles again, and they call it down.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh.
Wow. And the Marauders are going crazy on the field. What a play to end this game.
Bundrick was pressured, fumbled the ball backward. Wow. Castro picked it up, handed it back to him, and Bundrick still tried to throw the ball. It is Tyler Kelly, forces him out, and then it looked like Phelps got a hold of him, and then he drops the ball. Castro gives it back to him, and then Jordan Vincent tackles, he fumbles, Castro picks it up, but they called him down. Wow. And that is the play on which this incredible game
how appropriate.
ends.
How appropriate to end it on a play like that.
Yep, I have a pulse. Mingus wins this one by a score. Did you hear the crack? Yeah. 20-15.
An exciting one.
Becky from All Price Insurance. There's people waiting. Keep serving the Marauder burgers out there. I know she's listening to us. Mingus wins this one in a thriller, 20-15. We will be back for the post game, brought to you by Digitel, your Verizon Premium Verizon wireless provider. We'll be back after this.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
At Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, we believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car today.
Hi, I'm Matt Oxendale. I offer solutions to the everyday problems that keep most people stuck in a car they hate. Hi, guys.
I enjoyed my purchase experience at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep. My salesperson took me out on the lot and let me look around at all the cars while my children played in the play area. And they really enjoyed it. There was no pressure.
Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep, a dealer for the people.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 12 years in a row in Cottonwood and 8 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Cheerleading, tumbling, gymnastics.
We are Flip City Gym.
We have classes for boys and girls of all ages and skill levels.
Flip City Gym offers competitive co-ed cheerleading with world champion coaches.
Ask about tumbling and gymnastics.
Or our health and fitness-based academic preschool.
The only one of its kind in Northern Arizona.
Enjoy open gym Fridays and Saturdays. Stop by for your free class or find out more at flipcitygym.org.
Wake up and live Moss at your local Cottonwood Taco Bell. The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the Biscuit Taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Cinnabon Delights, and fresh brewed 100% Colombian coffee. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell. Located on 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
It's time now for the Digitel post-game report. Stay tuned for the Marauder wrap-up, game highlights, and the Digitel player of the game. The Digitel post-game report starts now.
Well, the Digitel post-game report out here at Mingus Union High School starts off with a shot of a very happy Mingus Marauder squad. A 20-15 victory gives them an inside track to the section lead. And downing the Bradshaw Bears, who were number 13 in the power rankings coming in. Mingus was 22. Mingus will move up with a victory over the Bradshaw Bears here at home tonight. I'm not sure I've seen a better football game and a more exciting football game. This is why I love high school football.
You're still trying. I mean, we're both still trying to wind down from this one as you see the Marauders full-blown sprint into the locker room, but man, this one, some mistakes at first, but I tell you what, the Marauders came out of the locker room to start the second half, fired up, really trying to get control of this game, and they did so and did not let up. I mean, man, and what a finish. I mean, just a great overall game and what we expected.
Oh, it was a battle all the way.
Yeah.
The Bradshaw Bears came and they brought it. It was not over until the final play of this game. Bradshaw was one play from winning this game for the final eternity, of the fourth quarter. And, oh, what a finish. Unfortunately, Juan Ruiz on crutches. You saw him here on Verde Valley TV going off the field. That was a costly 2 yards in this game. Let's kind of recap for you. If you're just joining us, sit down. Don't drink an energy drink because it'll be too much for you.
That's what he did.
Yeah, that's what I did. First quarter was 0-0. It was all knotted up. Mingus was able to score first in the second quarter, a 45-yard misdirection dash by Accurso as it wound the other way. Great job, great blocking up front. The extra point was good by Meyer, and Mingus led by a score of 7-0. Then, with 3:20 left to go, still in the second quarter, Mingus tries a 37-yard field goal wide left. Ooh, could loom large for the Marauders. 7-0 still the score. With 44 seconds left to go, a phenomenal drive by the Bears gets stalled out by the Mingus Marauders. In 44 seconds, it is the Bears that put up a field goal attempt, 25 yards, and it was good. 7-3 our score at halftime. Second half action, 10:55 left to go. Third quarter, a 31-yard field goal by Meyer, and Mingus was able to extend the lead 10-3. And then if you're watching Verde Valley TV, that was the 3-yard dive by Pfeiffer, who controlled that entire drive. Actually, the offensive line did. Pfeiffer got the yardage, and Mingus with 3:56 left to go, and the extra point was then up by 10. Oh, all right, blood pressure calm down. 10-3 the score at that point. 3:15 left to go. Third quarter action, a 5-yard pass. The Bears come back as Bundrick finds Camino, and it was a 5-yard pass that turned into a 75-yard run. And Camino, 70 rack yards on that particular play, and he gets his squad back into it. The extra point, no good.
Yeah.
No good. Wide to the left, and it was 17-9. And then Bundrick, this is the 75-yard pass. Mingus, 1-2, couple of missed blocks there, and then Camino, great speed downfield, great. I love seeing receivers go to help block downfield. That is just absolutely technically sound. That is good football and good coaching by the Bradshaw Bears, and he wins 70 yards. They were back into it in a flash. 17-9, the explosive team from Prescott Valley. Fourth quarter action, 5:27 left to go. Pressure on with a 29-yard field goal by Meyer. It's good. 20-9, now an 11-point game, and how key and crucial was that?
No, it was huge. It was huge. I mean, to give any little cushion that the Marauders could get, they wanted to take advantage of, especially in the second half there, because we saw with that one touchdown play, a short pass, big run, and all of a sudden Bradshaw's back into it. So whatever points the Marauders could capitalize on is they were trying to do.
3:08 left to go. Told you this was long from over. 3:56, Mingus scored with the field goal. 3:08 left to go, and here come the Bears. A 20-yard pass down middle, and Otero takes the ball in for the score and puts his squad back into this ball game, making it a one-score game. Once again, the two-point conversion, a sack, no good. And then Mingus gets the ball back, drives, eats up clock, but has to give it back with 1:29 left to go. What an incredible job by the Bears. What presence to effectively use that 1:29, the final 1:29 of the game, getting the ball down to the 36-yard line. Mingus's defense holding strong. The pass defense, Mingus not known for their pass defense, came out, played exceptionally well with their pass defense in the final 1:29. So many opportunities. Mingus finally stops it on the most unorthodox, unusual final play of a game that I can possibly remember.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really a perfect way. If you look at how this game went from start to finish, I mean, not a more appropriate way to end this one. But, it was just all the way Mingus coming out strong in the second half. But you look at that missed two-point conversion by Bradshaw. I mean, that was huge. That was a huge job by the Marauders defense to actually force a fumble there on that one, but keep them from getting into the end zone because Bradshaw loses by 5 in this game. If they convert that two-point conversion, that last drive is completely different. They're not looking to get into the end zone there. They're looking to just put the 3 points on the board. So great job. And like you said, the pass protection by the Marauders there at the end was just clutch. Bradshaw using all of that 129 towards the end of the game to try and get into the end zone. But Mingus standing strong.
Going 5-1. Bradshaw falling to 4-2. Bradshaw 0-1 in the section. Mingus now leading in the section 1-0. I think Prescott won as well out here today. We're going to take a break here in our Verizon Wireless post-game report from Digitel. We'll return to the cave right after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
A thriller run won by the Mingus Marauders here tonight over the defending section champion Bradshaw Bears. I think the announcer here said all the way from Prescott Valley. And Mingus wins tonight by a score of 20-15 in a absolutely thrilling ending. And if you're watching Verde Valley TV, I want to show you this this final play. I didn't describe it well because there was too many moving parts.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on. Okay, quarterback takes his snap, goes back, gets pressure from Tyler Kelly, who misses him. Cole Phelps gets a bunch of jersey. He loses the ball. Castro picks it up, gives it back to him, and then the quarterback is tackled, but he throws the ball backward, back to Castro, and I have to imagine that he was called in the grasp or going down. His forward progress was actually stopped when he desperately threw the ball back to Castro. I wouldn't have even had the wherewithal to even remember to throw the ball backward.
The fans and coaches and everyone like to get on the refs, if they've missed a call or two. But you got to think in a situation like that with everything that's going on, all that's on the line, to be able to make a call like that. I mean, we look at this and we say, I don't know if he was down, but he's seeing something else that's illegal.
Well, Jordan Vincent, ironically, gets the final sack of the game. And it worked out to be, I'm going to have to check the film, it worked out to be like a 40-yard sack, which might be a Mingus record for the biggest sack yardage. But absolutely phenomenal. Speaking of records, let's take a look at some stats here. We'll start with the visiting Bears. And boy, did they come with an aerial attack. Bundrick, 13 for 38. 247 yards, 231 listed here. He actually had a few more yards than that. 2 touchdowns in the air here tonight. And Otero, 3 receptions, 132 yards in the air for the young man from Prescott Valley. 297 yards of total offense, only 50 yards on the ground. Mingus was stubborn there, but Bradshaw was playing from behind the whole way through and felt that need to put the ball up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the totals, 50 yards rushing, 247 in the air, you compare that to some of the games that they've played this year. The Marauders really kept them in check compared to, what any other team has been able to do so far this season. And we talked about Bradshaw lost game 1, and then they were on a tear the last 4 weeks. And Mingus just doing what they do and coming up big there at the end. And you got to like the fact that really the pressure you saw it there with the sack at the end, and then the fact that we can all of a sudden change from a team that puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback to a need be drop back into pass protection and protect the game and come away with a win. So, I mean, great job by the defense.
Mingus offensively here tonight had all sorts of pieces moving and on the ground. Again, another 300-yard performance for the Mingus Marauders, 320 yards on the ground, only 21 yards in the air for the Mingus Marauders here tonight, and it came from multiple directions. And Alec Pfeiffer ends up with 20 carries, 118 yards. Anthony Accurso with 9 carries and 99 yards and a touchdown, each one of them having a touchdown in this game. Other Mingus Marauders participating on the ground, Pete Kelly, 5 carries with 10 yards. Juan Ruiz going out of this game at 25 yards on the ground. Tristan Clark, 41 yards added to his total for the year. And Jordan Upham, only 27 yards on the ground. But the senior leader, able to drive his team when it needed driven and able to get the ball downfield. Mingus coughed up the ball first drive at the 9-yard line, missed a field goal here tonight. Bradshaw had missed passes. There were opportunities left and right from both squads, but I have to say that they were equally efficient throughout the entire game offensively.
Yeah, I mean, you look going into halftime, Mingus up 7-3, and at that point I'm thinking, okay, I don't know how the second half is going to play out, who's going to win or who's going to lose, but at that point at halftime, whichever team loses, you think they're going to look back at some plays, especially in the first half, where they really did not capitalize, and that we had the missed 2-point conversion by Bradshaw. They had a couple opportunities down when they're threatening to punch the ball in and weren't able to do so. Mingus as well, but it all came down to who came out in the second half and was able to work on those penalties and those mistakes from the first half and really just take charge of the game. And Mingus came out, and their offense just started driving right out of the gate.
Speaking out of the gate, we get out of the stadium here for next week and go up to Cocoa and then on the road to go meet up with McClintock, which we have not seen in my career broadcasting Mingus Marauders. Home again for Game 9 against the Flagstaff Eagles, the dreaded Eagles, and then on the road for the final game with Mingus with the possibility of winning the Yavapai Cup against the Prescott Badgers, who, as I understand it, have moved to 5-1 with a victory here tonight, 41-6 over Coconino. So on the road next week, we want to thank Digitel, your premium Verizon wireless supplier, and they've got locations across northern Arizona. They're in Flagstaff, Prescott, my favorite is next to Suzy Q here in Cottonwood on Main Street, and they've got phenomenal customer service. I use them. Believe me, I use them. You wouldn't know that by the age of my phone, but I swear I do. I use them.
Real quick, I want to get in a final out of Flagstaff game. They were taking on Vista Grande. Vista Grande coming up with the win 36-7. That's the final. Vista Grande over Flagstaff.
That'll mean Flagstaff goes to dead even, 3-3 on the season, and Vista Grande was 4-1 going into that game, so they'll move to 5-1. Players of the game. Players of the game. Who do you want?
Players, man. Alec Pfeiffer, I think, just kind of the workhorse week in and week out. Greenway started with that nice game he had in Greenway. Came away with a touchdown last week. He finished today with 20 carries for 118 yards. Really, most of that yardage came in the second half, and I think he was key to getting this Mingus Marauders offense going and really the team into position to win.
Well, I'm going to split it with him, though. I am going to split it with him because I'm going with Jordan Vincent. Number one, center. Moving people, moving bodies out of the way, being able to run up the middle when we had to play smash mouth football. He was there. Final sack of the game. He was there. Play defense. He went both ways here tonight. A lot of the game moving in and out with McClendon. So
the entire offensive line.
Indeed. I saw some absolute key blocks from Vincent, just because they were quick hitters up the middle. We're going to close out here tonight's game, but our Digital players of the game, Alec Pfeiffer running the ball, and Jordan Vincent making holes for which through and down.
Most of Pfeiffer's rushes were up the middle.
Absolutely.
I would think, now that I'm thinking about it. Jordan Vincent.
Really bad English on my part. We're going to end the game on that. Once again, the final score, Mingus wins here tonight, according to the Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard, by a score of 20-15. Mingus now with the inside track moves to 5-1. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you next Friday from the road behind the poles at Coconino.
This has been the Mingus Marauder Post-Game Report. Brought to you by Digitel, your premium Verizon wireless retailer in Cottonwood next to Suzy Q Market on Main Street. Or see the Digitel locations in Prescott and Flagstaff. Don't miss the video replay of tonight's Mingus Marauder football game on Verde Valley TV. That's Cable 1 Channel 56 and Suddenlink Channel 2. For times, visit verdevalleytv.com.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today and get on America's largest, most reliable wireless network. Get unlimited nationwide talk and text and devices from all the hottest manufacturers. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, Prescott Valley at Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.